Yeah, yeah, yeah. Salute, 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 salute. What's good? You know, we're gonna just take a little 5 second intermission. You know, let some people allow them to get in, and then we
Yeah,
could get the show on the road. Let me go ahead and hit our theme song. You know,
put that
this
theme
this
song on.
yeah, this one definitely for you, Dolly. You feel me?
Put
This for
that
you,
theme
man.
song on. I need some
Yeah, you
theme
know,
music.
people load up. Salute to everybody loading into the chat. And here we go.
Salute, salute.
Life super drive.
Alright.
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
Ain't about that life. Low life super
Oh, but I don't know if it can be heard. Oh, but then they ain't
This
gonna
is
be able to hear
probably
it.
the most
Put some
challenging
speaker
record
on
you
the
have ever
thing.
put on your turntable.
Yeah, make that clarity. But you can let's stream in. Yo, how my people can stream in? Like, and check it out.
All they gotta do is go to the
Go to
hold
Super
on.
This is
Tripe
the most challenging
Go to
record
go
you
to
Go
have
to the
ever
Super
YouTube
put on
Tech,
your
yeah,
turntable.
YouTube
and
channel.
subscribe.
and go to subscribe YouTube Super Trife Low Life channel.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, fact.
And,
Just
and,
tell them go to
and you will see the life of Low going
The life
live.
the life of Low going live. Super Trife Low Life.
yeah,
Episode what 3?
pretty much, yeah, facts. Episode 3, man, with the legendary Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill, y'all. What's good? Hey,
Everything.
how everybody feeling
Everything.
this evening? Yep. We're gonna just hurry up and get to this. You know, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, man. That's what's up, man. Salute to everybody.
Dollar bill in the motherfucking building.
Big
Yeah,
dollar.
Okay.
it's gonna be a hell of a motherfucking interview, man. Cause you know
I already know, bro.
No doubt, no doubt.
I don't do no shit like this, bro. I
Man,
don't do no shit like this, bro. You know what
we
I'm saying?
appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yo, listen, man. I come from a long line of motherfucking gangsters, brother. We don't play this internet shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas looking at me
let
like I'm
let
crazy. Like, what the fuck this nigga doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of niggas that come from where I've come from that come in from that era and that time. You know, like I got niggas just touching down, just did 26 years, 27 years. Nigga just came home from doing 29 years. So like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
this is Dave Low. This is Dave Low on the platform, aka Dollar Bill. You understand? You ain't
Dollar
talking
bill,
no
y'all.
dollars, you ain't talking no cents. You know what I'm saying? So
We
I
gonna
know you're
get
gonna
to it
give it
though.
to him raw, son. You know?
Everything raw.
We don't
Everything
work with
raw.
nothing watered down, Lodi. Nothing watered down, son. So just give him straight like that. Just you know what I mean? Shoot that real shit, nigga.
Give them the
Used to
awful
run through
truth.
them
No doubt.
backyards, nigga.
Let's give them the awful truth, man. Let's give them this
Man,
part of the story. Let's give
Facts,
them the part
nigga.
of the story they ain't never
love
heard
it.
before. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
We ain't on that
Let,
fiction shit. We on that fact shit. You know what I'm saying?
no fluff, nigga. No fluff. We ain't got the front. We ain't got to act like frauds. None of that. You know, we know what we known for. We know what we responsible for. I know what I'm responsible for. I know the what you know what I done did, you know what I'm saying, to help pave the way for thousands and thousands of
Okay,
motherfuckers, you know what I'm
okay,
saying? So
okay. So if you say that, then tell the people, man, where you from, bro? Where you grew up at? You know what I'm saying? Where you did your 1-2 at?
I'm from Crown Heights. And I
Nah, where
wind
you
up
grew up from? Where you at, nigga? Where you was at before you moved to Brooklyn, or you was in
brother,
Brooklyn and you
brother,
migrated?
brother, 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 brother. I can delegate my own affairs, my man.
Nigga, you ain't no Crown Heights nigga, nigga. Don't start off
Uh,
like that, nigga.
brother, we talking, brother. We said we talking the truth, right? Let's talk the truth, brother. Let's talk the truth, man.
All right, go ahead,
My
Dollar.
father from Bed-Stuy, my mother
Yeah,
from Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? I'm
okay.
born in Kings County Hospital, Ariana, Don. I moved to Philly when I was 2 years old. We was living on Eastern Parkway between
Who
Rochester and Utica.
Don to them? That's your siblings?
That's my little brother and my sister. Everybody know
Okay,
Don Lowe, you
so
know what
break
I'm
them
saying?
down, so I don't run through
Everybody,
them.
yeah, but my sister don't want her name to be
Man,
known
we ain't
all over
worried
this
about your
shit, man.
sister, but Don Lowe
I
is in the
mean,
culture. You know what I
but
mean? Shout out to
everybody,
Don Low in Philly, man. Don't,
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. Slow
yeah.
down when you hit Don Low. You know who I'm talking about. Nigga was putting that
Yeah,
work with us out there in
yeah,
Philly,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Ain't nobody went to Philly and don't know fucking Don, man. You know what
You
I'm
ain't
saying? Don, the
lying.
one who Don paved the way for, made sure Bill was good. When niggas went to
That's
Philly,
right.
niggas think that Bill went to Philly and it was just like that. Nah, man. You crazy, man. Georgie got robbed for Ray Gold chain. We had to get guns to go get shoot niggas to get that shit back. Like niggas ain't just go to North Philly and took over nothing. Like niggas went to North Philly and thought they was getting set up. Like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? It was alleyways and dark blocks with little side blocks and niggas creeping out of alley. Niggas ain't know what the fuck that shit was about, dog. That was
Yeah.
a whole nother fucking world. When niggas went to Philly, it was like you just hit a whole nother fucking like what the fuck is this about? You know what I'm saying?
So
But that's a
Dollar.
whole nother story.
So Dollar. We want to know what year you moved to Crown Heights. What year basically
I
when you
moved
moved to
back.
Crown?
I moved back from Philly in '82.
Okay.
I was living down North Philly. I was going to Wanamaker Junior High School. I was in so much trouble with the law from writing graffiti and vandalism, stealing spray paint. I was getting caught
Okay.
stealing all the time. I was a big time graffiti writer in Philly. Shout out to all the graffiti writers in Philly, from
Word
John
up.
Doe, KB, Case, Ruz, Cad, shout out to Osis, Buck, my son Densky. It's so many Karat, Bud. You know what I'm saying? I became a real big time wall writer in Philly when I was like 12, 13, just chasing the fame. I just wanted to be famous. I want everybody to know my name. I don't know why, but just so fixated on this
Cause you
fame and
that
glory,
nigga.
always being that nigga and shit. So they was gonna lock me up. Slayton Farms and Glen Mills. We had been the back and forth to the Youth Study Center so many times. That's like Spofford in New York, the Youth Study Center in Philly. Shout out
Yeah.
to Don. Shout out to Don jumping out the second floor window, escaped from the Youth Study Center when we was little. But we wound up escaping from mad little juvenile homes, all out in Jersey, playing alias. Son, you done been on a cable. Me and you done got, come on, man. We ain't gonna talk about Poughkeepsie. You still mad at me about that. Talk about I
So
kept your
now
ITs and
now
shit.
we gonna get to the Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, yeah,
You
but
know, we
okay,
gotta
yeah,
bring
but
it to the forefront.
we going state to state, taking whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? We real
Now
grown, we
let's get
real
back.
woke.
Let's get back to the
Okay,
city slicker, man. You jumping right now.
okay, I'm jumping the
You
gun.
know,
I'm jumping the gun. So okay, I moved from Philly.
let me
Okay, but
narrate this.
while I'm in Philly, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
getting in a lot of trouble and everything. You know what I'm saying? So now they want to lock me up and tell me they're gonna keep me there till I'm 18. They told my mom, we're gonna give him juvenile life. He'll stay here till he's 18. He'll get his GED. You know what I'm saying? Everything. We're preparing for society about it. So my mom said, he only 14 years old though. So she told my pop. My pop said, man, look, send a nigga up here. I got him and shit. You know what I'm saying? My pop had just moved back to Brooklyn because him and my mom separated. When they separated, my mom stayed in Philly and my pop moved back to Brooklyn. So my pop wound up getting a job with sanitation, working for the 1 second sanitation right there on Butler Road. You know what I'm saying? My Uncle Harvey
Yeah.
and Uncle B.I. and everybody, my Uncle Harold, they all put him on. So he had the job with the sanitation. I think he'd make about 700 a week. But this is back in '82. That was some nice money and shit, you know what I'm saying? So he had the job and he had the crib. So I'm like, fuck it, man. Plus, I was always in love with New York since I was a baby because we used to come every holiday for Christmas, for back to school, for summer vacation. I used to always be in Brooklyn. I used to say to myself, damn, one day when I get old enough, I'm gonna move to Manhattan. I'm gonna move to the city. I'm gonna live in one of them high-rise buildings. I used to just say this shit, as a child, you know what I'm saying? Because I was so fixated on these high-rise in Philly. Everything looked at like some old-fashioned, like a little tumbleweed town. So um so then my
So when
pop
you
was like,
move to
yeah,
when you
it's
huh?
82. It's 82 now. I'm
All
15
right.
years
So
old.
we're gonna
It's
stay in
82.
82. All right, go
So
ahead.
now I'm
Carry
in.
on.
They was going to send me to Wingate or Winthrop, one of them high schools. I wound up going to Boys and Girls High. So now you got big, Dollar Bill. He was a different type of dude, real skinny, you know what I'm saying? Wavy hair and shit. Chicks was in love with him. You know what I'm saying? The niggas ain't like him too much, you know what I'm saying? He was different, he cocky, you know what I'm saying? There's something funny about this nigga. Why he dressed like that? Like why he looked like that? Why he walked like that? Like why does he even talk like that? You know what I'm saying? That's why you might hear the little Philly coming out of him. You might hear Philly in him. You know what I'm saying? I start talking about the ball or how we hit the Joan, shit like that. Niggas be like, yo, what the fuck your man talking about? But that be the Philly coming up out of nigga while I'm with some Brooklyn niggas or whatever. But you know, this shit go to the West Coast now. I got all kind of lingo for niggas. So
So from
niggas kind of,
82, go ahead,
I'm
go
80,
ahead.
82, I moved to the block, to Unity. Brand new building
Oh,
and
at
everything.
82? Okay.
A brand new building and everything. I don't really know nobody and shit like that. So it
Yeah.
was a couple kids in the building. Ray, my son Ray, E Yuck, Ray Low. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Then you
But
had
who you
then you
ran into first, Lo? Who you ran into first when you got in Unity? You know what I mean? You coming out, going to the store and shit, filling out the neighborhood. Who linked to you first? Like, who was it? What up? What up? And y'all really started to hang out. I don't care. You smoked a cigarette together, drunk a 40. Who was the first nigga in Unity? Because you had Tracy, Ray, you had Kenny, Shorty 40. Who else was living in there? That's it, right?
it was
You
E
had Wick
Yuck.
whacking them across the street,
The whole
you
Vance
know?
family was across the street.
Right,
My
the
father,
Vance family.
when I moved in the building, my father said, "You see them niggas across the street? I don't want you going over there, man. Them is the kids your mother don't want you to hang with. That's the reason why you came in up here now, man." I like, "What you talking about? They look cool." He said, "Nah, man, them the worst niggas on earth right there. Them the same niggas that'll rob their own mama, nigga. Them
God
niggas is shoot."
damn.
He said, them niggas, dollar. He said, them niggas don't give a fuck about you, man. Ain't none of these niggas your friends. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I know niggas. I'm a nigga, nigga. I'm really like, I'm real nigga, 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 nigga. I ain't just coming here on a whim, nigga. I'm on the run from the police, dog. Like, I'm here because I'm trying to duck the penitentiary and shit. But all right, we gonna move forward. So he don't want me with them niggas. Them was the first
Yeah.
niggas I gravitated to. I ran across the street. Soon as he went in the building, yo, what's good? What y'all doing? They was playing football. So I tried to play some football with them. You know, I couldn't really catch that good and shit. I wasn't into sports like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a different type of animal. I was a whole nother motherfucker, man. But you know, that's what the neighborhood kids was doing. So I played a little football with Frizz and Ray and them and shit. But then I kind of gravitated towards the Frizz nigga because he was different. This nigga had a whole pack of fucking dirty
Shout out to
dogs
Mello,
following.
man.
Yo,
Salute, Mello.
this nigga has so many little mangy dogs and shit following him everywhere
Who
he
that?
went.
Who
Soon as he
that?
come
Who
out
that?
the
Who that?
Frizz,
Friend?
so as soon as he come out the house, it'd be
Back.
like 8, 9 dogs just start following the nigga. Like, where the fuck he going? Yo, then the nigga
That's
go in the
facts.
abandoned build. He go in the
That's
abandoned
facts.
building and start clapping his hands on the roof. About 30, 40 fucking pigeons come flying to the nigga. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga some
Word
type
up,
of fucking
man.
god or something.
Moses
That's
out this
my
motherfucker.
that's my son. So Frizz was different, you know what I'm saying? You know, so we playing Coco Levio and Roundup and all that. We was playing in abandoned buildings. But back then, you know, it was nothing but abandoned buildings and vacant lots and shit. We ain't had playgrounds and shit to play in and all
Yeah.
that crazy shit kids got nowadays. We made do or whatever we had. You know, go play in the middle of the street, nigga. Hope you don't get hit by a car playing Skelly or some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We played street ball, stick ball. We did everything that normal kids did on the block, but none of us was really into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody had a dark, deep passion. Everybody had this larceny in their heart. Like we was all realized like we wasn't never going to be sports athletes and none of that, but we was going to wind up becoming career criminals because everybody had this larceny in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was going downtown after school, I'm thinking niggas going to the park to play. They like, nah, we going downtown to McCory's and Gimbals and Woolworth and shit. Like, well, I'm going too then. And when niggas started taking shit, I took my share. Mommy ain't care.
So who is
She
these
was screaming.
niggas, man? Who is these niggas? I want to
So
know their
these,
names. You know what I'm saying? You talking about
all right, we
niggas
gonna
on
get around to your
niggas,
motherfucking ass, nigga.
niggas.
Yeah,
Now
you one of them. We talking about the city slickers, brother. We're
You talking
talking
about
about
my
the city
brother from
slickers.
St. John's in Buffalo, man. Scream out that corner, St. John's in
St. John's and
Buffalo. That's
Buffalo.
legendary
St.
too. You
John's
know
and
what I'm saying?
Buffalo, man. That's the worst. That's the worst of the worst, man. Cause you go around to Buffalo, you got niggas on Prospect that'll kill you. You got niggas on Park Place. You got niggas down the block. You
Shout
got
out to
430
Prospect
10
Super,
boy. You know
Sammy
what I'm saying?
Dreads,
Sammy Dreads, the Scarf the Guns. You had different gangs, man. Tribe Called
Wolfpack,
Quest, Wolf Pack. You know what I'm saying? The Troopers. You know,
Decepticons. You,
like you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
When
it's
niggas started
crazy,
going
bro.
away,
It's crazy.
when them niggas started going to jail though, them niggas was going to jail forever and shit. Them niggas getting 20 years, 30 years, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying, never coming home and shit, shout lock key and shit, you know. I got a lot of niggas that's really been there forever and they never coming home, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
they did more than just want to boost and shit, you know what I'm saying? Some of them niggas became serial killers and shit.
All right. Well,
But
tell me your first
okay,
me
so
out, your first real me out. City
so now
slicking. You had to start with city slicking. What's your first me out and who it was from your neighborhood?
so So now these niggas are saying they're going downtown. So I want to sneak on the train because all this shit do to me. I'm just coming from Philly, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I was in the Great Adventures. It was like I had just came to an amusement park, a 24-hour amusement park. This shit never slept. We used to sneak on the train and go to Coney Island and just sneak on the train and go everywhere. We just was everywhere. It wasn't no territorial thing like yeah, I mean niggas. We moved in wolf packs though. We moved like we just did whatever the fuck we wanted to do whenever we wanted to do it. It was like it wasn't no rules when it came to low life and shit. Before we was a low life, we was the city slickers. You know what I'm saying? But before we even had the name City Slickers, we were just running around terrorizing New York. You know what I'm saying? Niggas seeing how we could make $2, and that's when the shit hit. We had the Jamaicans and them used to buy the shit up on Eastern Parkway in Utica. When you come out the train station, Baby Pa and them used to buy the Argyle socks and the Duracell
Yeah.
batteries for a piece. So for
Yeah.
instance,
That's a
like yo,
fact. Yeah.
we gonna get some batteries and shit.
Yeah.
It was Hector, Georgie, Frizz, Lisa, maybe not Lisa all the time, but you know, it was Batman, it was Ron the Don, it was
Yeah.
Big Boo, it was Big Boo. It definitely Boo was out there. You really was really the only nigga really holding down Utica like the corner. You know what I'm saying? G George and them brought fame to the block. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas brought fame to the block, but it was your name had to ring bells. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody name rang bells and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna act like everybody name ring bells. Like you know what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas name rang bells brought fame to the block. That's what made the block pop. You know what I'm saying? What made the block hot.
So tell
So
them
you
what we should do, son. I mean, we'll
so
start at
so these niggas
14th
told
Street and walk all the way up to 86th Street, tearing shit
these
up.
these niggas, these see now when I got there, I was already known for taking money. You know, like I said, I was light finger, but I wasn't stealing what they was stealing. They was stealing dollar batteries and Argyle socks and shit, but they were selling for $1 a piece. You know what I'm saying? So niggas steal a hundred pack of batteries, you made $100. So that was my goal. I was like, word, these niggas gonna buy every pack of batteries I bring. They said, yeah, man. So now I'm filling up my knapsack. I'm going to Woolworth, McCory's, all the little stores to sell batteries. This before going up the back. Niggas was going up
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sleeve,
yeah. I know the beginning. The
up the
beginning.
sleeve,
This the
and down
beginning.
the leg. You know, we used to
Yeah.
tie our socks, put our long johns on, using that as a girdle, the long johns in your socks, and just slide the shit down your pants. But we had to wind up wearing our clothes 2 sizes too big, so you couldn't see the bulges. That's when the fashion really start changing. When you start seeing everybody wearing big clothes, oversized and big, because that wasn't how people dressed. People was dressing when I got there in '82. Niggas was wearing Wallabies with Padmore cloths. Niggas was wearing Campus and Latigra. Niggas was wearing Lees with permanent creases. Niggas was wearing shoestrings around the bottom of their ankles, walking around with cardboard and shit ready to start breakdancing. Like when I got there, these niggas was walking around with Gore-Tex sweatsuits
Ready.
on. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I
Yeah.
said, this shit was a movie to me and shit, and I was just a
Yeah.
part of it. I was just happy to be there. Like I can't believe this shit. I'm telling my mans in the back in Philly, yo, you can't believe this shit, yo. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm riding on the side of subway cars till the shit hit 40 miles an hour. Then I jump off and catch, like they got me jumping off the back of truck. I'm doing all kind
Yeah,
of
that
shit.
was
So
crazy, bro. That was crazy.
I'm 15. I'm 15 years old. Welcome to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, so
Riding behind buses and shit, jumping
all
on the
kind
back to
all
ride
kind
up
of
to the
dumb
weed
shit.
spot.
All kind of dumb shit. So like I said, so now niggas are showing me how they was hustling and shit. And these is all kids. Like I said, I got there, I'm 15. A lot of these dudes are a couple years younger than me. So they 12, 13, 14 years old and
Yeah.
shit. But they getting at the bag. We done got a little science. These niggas gonna buy all the TAMs. They gonna buy all the socks. They gonna buy all the batteries. So now what else niggas want? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
we start not just getting that shit. We start getting shit for ourselves. That's when silk was out. Ain't but no polo and none of that dumb shit. If you ain't have silk and linen, but like I said, we followed the
Yeah,
Caribbean niggas. We followed the niggas that was getting the money in the hood. And back then
right.
it was the Jamaican niggas had all the
Shower
gangsters, all the
posse.
weed, yeah, the shower
Shout out
posse
to
and
the
all them
shower
shit.
posse.
Shout out to the sour posse and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Word up. They buy
I
everything. What you got? They be like, what you got? I take the
them
whole bag. I'll be like, yes. Out of here.
them
Take
niggas
the
made
whole bag.
America's most. Them niggas. I'll tell you a story about some shit with them niggas, yo. I ain't even know that was the shower posse. After I found out that, oh man, dollars start hanging uptown,
Eh?
man. Word, I start hitting them, yo. That's a whole
Nah, them
nother
niggas
story.
loved us, bro. Them niggas
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
us from around the corner. You
Nah, but let me
crazy?
let me let me
That
tell you a
nigga
story.
Barry,
So
we come in the
no, look,
hallway, about 10 of
look.
the niggas like, oh, I got you, I got you, I got you. I was like, nah, I'm going to see Barry, man. I go upstairs to the spot. That nigga be like, what you got? See, the first time he caught me, right? I was like, yo, I want 2,800. That nigga was like, yo, I got 22, right? You know, I'm be like, fuck it. So the next time I wanted like what 3,500. I had to say 55 because we had butter soft 8-ball jackets, prices 1,800, 1,500, 1,200, and
Them
he
niggas
was
bought
like,
everything.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was they became
yeah.
the fence.
The nigga
Okay,
was like, yo,
we
I give
stopped
you
we stopped
35.
yo look we stopped selling our shit to them niggas because they became the fence. We just started going straight to the game room now with
Yeah.
everything and shit, all the silk and linen. So now we ain't making $1 a pack of batteries no more.
Shout
We
out to the
selling
game room on Schenectady and Sterling, man. Mikey
and
Dread.
Sterling. Yeah,
Mikey
yeah, but
Dread game room, man.
we
Shout out
can't. But
rest in
before
peace to Mikey
before
Dread, you
Mikey,
heard?
rest in peace, Mikey Dread. Before Mikey Dread, it was Frank. Frank
Yeah,
on St. John's. Frank
yeah,
buy anything you bring,
yeah.
fit him. Then Frank had the mob. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Frank.
Frank, yeah.
Frank been holding niggas down for 100 years and shit. I don't give a
100
fuck if
fucking
you
years
ain't even
and still there.
gotta have nothing to sell. He's still gonna give you some money. All you gotta do is look
Still gonna
fucked
hit
up.
you off.
All you gotta do is look fucked up, man. Put that in your
Yeah.
pocket. Get the fuck out of here, man. Go make some money. Go run with Boo Boo and they'll fuck you around here for with me. Or you run with the team. Or you know, go keep something. Lick a bomb and take this and get the fuck
Yeah,
away from me.
man.
Yeah, that's
He
my son and
definitely
shit.
took care of us, man.
So
The whole
so
community. We took care of them, they took care of us. You heard?
so now niggas is running around the Jamaican niggas and shit. They like, yo, bring me the silk. A silk jacket might be 200. Silk pants 200 for a silk suit 400. So we could
Yeah.
that shit roll up so thin. That shit is
So
thin as
then you
fucking
could throw
so
about
thin.
15 of them shits.
15 pair of silk
15 in the
pants down
gun.
one leg. Yo,
Yeah.
niggas was there getting so many silk
Niggas
suits and
tearing them
shit. So
shits up.
so now this is what's popping, the silk suits and shit. So
The
now we
silk
ain't making
suits, the
that.
linen
So now
shit. Yeah.
niggas went from making $100 a day to about $1,000 a day. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
So now we ain't the same little niggas we used to be. That was when we was the city slickers and shit. We still
Yeah.
the city slickers and shit. We ain't become that's when we became the St. John's posse now. First we was the two
We
front
just got
posse.
slick in the city. That's all. We just got slick in the city after the city slicker run.
We
We
be,
had to
we became
enhance.
everybody started getting some money. So now everybody start wearing gold teeth. So we
Uh-huh.
start wearing
Two
our
front
teeth on our
posse.
front teeth.
Shout out
We
to the
became
two front
to
posse,
the two
huh?
front posse. You know what I'm saying? Before it was the city slickers,
With
we
a
was the
gold
two
teeth
front
cost
posse.
about $200-300, nigga.
Yeah, so you had 600 on your two front teeth, 300 a piece. You know what I'm saying? You running around
One
and shit.
gold teeth. One
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
tooth.
Yeah. So everybody start wearing the two fronts. If you ain't have two fronts, you wasn't down with us. You wasn't down with the two front posse. So then after the two front posse, then we the city slickers. Then we go from the city slickers to the St. John's posse now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This the
Shout
whole
out to
Johns
Tim,
and shit.
man. Tim Lowe said he used to sell them niggas them vote suits. Word up. We used to get that bum. We used to get a lot of that bullshit. Yo,
Hey
we
yo,
used to get a
hey
lot
yo,
of that bullshit from downtown. We used to tear all them little bullshit stores up and sell that shit to all them niggas
man.
on
We
Utica
terrorized
posting up with their
Belmont. We
fucking tables.
terrorized Picking. After niggas start terrorizing Belmont and Picking, we couldn't go in no more of them stores. That's when we start hitting Fulton Street. Then after we terrorized every fucking thing up and down the whole Fulton Street, niggas start going to Queens, hitting Jamaica Ave. then beat up the
Yeah.
whole Queens. Then we
Steinway and all
start
that shit.
beat the whole
Yo,
Queens up. We
I
couldn't
remember
go.
Steinway had the competition Valley, son. A little
Yeah,
ass store.
yeah,
Little ass
sound.
store. We
Moscow.
tore his
That's
ass up.
that's how your man wound up with a quarter. The boy
Who?
he gave back the quarter and shit like that. Them niggas had got caught on Steinway when the boy
Yeah,
talking about, you know what I'm saying, niggas
that shit
ratted.
hot as a motherfucker.
Yeah, niggas told this nigga told that nigga ratted he wasn't in position.
Who
Niggas
that,
played
man? Who
pussy.
that? Identify them niggas, man. Who you talking about? We
That
on the
that court
platform.
that
We on the
that
platform, my nigga. It's dollar time right now, nigga. This is
you
dollar
know,
time, nigga. You ain't talking no dollars. You ain't talking no cents, my nigga. We got to understand you, nigga. You ain't promised
no, I'm
tomorrow,
saying
nigga.
Stein.
Identify them niggas.
When you mention Steinway, that's when the boy Rudy Lowe got caught. I forget who he was with. Some niggas got
Okay.
away. Some niggas got caught. But I know that's where his claim to fame. He had a quarter. He was knocked off. Niggas had ratted on him. I forget who and all that. But yeah, Steinway. We like I said, we punished Queens. Then we went to the Bronx with it. After we punished
63rd
Fordham,
Drive, shout out. Queens Plaza, 63rd
so
Drive.
we did the
All
whole.
that
We
shit.
did.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Kingston Avenue, Kingston and Bergen, Mike Quan and
Oh
them, man.
yeah. Okay.
I
Mike
told
Quan,
Queens up with
Mousy,
them
I
niggas,
God,
bro.
all them niggas and
Shout out
shit.
to
All the
Beaver and all them, just all them niggas, man. Blue Eyes,
everybody on KA,
I
everybody
God,
on FA,
Louis,
everybody
yeah,
from
yeah.
Brevoy. You know what I'm
Mousy,
saying? Mousy, I
Sport
God.
Low, yeah, all them niggas over there, son.
Sport, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story. Sport and the ball fab sport and all of that.
Yeah,
But I got
yeah.
we like I said, I don't want to just go into everybody else's shit, but my shit is so fucking
Let's talk
cultivating and
about it then, nigga.
captivating
Talk
and
about
shit.
it,
You ain't
nigga.
gotta talk about them niggas.
Let's talk about it, nigga.
So now after niggas started, after we go to the St. John's posse and shit, now we wearing silk suits and all of that shit and that linen and
Hold on,
everything.
back it up, son. Let the people know. From the two front posse, where we went to?
The St. John's posse.
Polo posse, nigga.
We was the St. John's Polo posse.
You
Every
understand? St. John's Polo posse. That's where that nigga get that shit from. Talking about he a founder of the fucking Polo posse, but I ain't gonna cut you off. We gonna get back to that. You heard? We gonna
yeah,
get back to that.
so now
But
let's get to
St.
the
John's
let's
Polo posse, nigga, carry on.
yeah. So okay, now while we G'ing, because not everybody could really G, man. Not everybody was making money, man. A lot of the
Shout
niggas
out to
start
Air
hating.
Max Wells, Philly
A
in the
lot of
house. You
the,
heard?
a lot of the niggas that couldn't G, because the G was some coy. You had to really be skillful and coyful. You had to be really an actor. You know what I'm saying? You walk into somebody's establishment, you gonna look them dead in their motherfucking face, and you robbing them blind at the same time. That took a lot of. You had to have G. You know what I'm saying?
You
You had to
gotta have
have game.
skills, man. Yeah, you gotta have
Not
skills for
everybody
that
had
shit.
game. You know what I'm saying? The most game type nigga I knew was the nigga G George and shit. That nigga just he game every yo. That's another nigga story, but I know some niggas that got game, and them niggas is the ones who gave me the G to where it's
Yeah.
when niggas know
Shout
this
out to
nigga
G George, you heard?
this Dollar became a professional con artist by the time he
Yeah.
was 18. I could talk my way into anything. I would take you to the other side of the earth for free, all with a little bit of G. I got everybody in the gas chamber, and I'm not letting you the fuck out till we get what the fuck we want. Boom, then we out. And everybody knew that. That's why nigga say you don't believe nothing that nigga say. That nigga gas. And yeah, he gas shit, but when it's time, nigga, I ain't gonna gas my mans. And then for what? Nigga, what the fuck I want from you? I got everything. Get the fuck out of here. But that's another story. So now we wasn't them niggas couldn't get in these stores and get that polo shit. Cause this the part that these niggas really want to hear. Like how did
Yeah,
the transition go down? Like we know why the Bloods wore red and the Crips wore blue, but we made the
yeah.
lowlifes want to wear
I'm
polo.
listening, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
listening.
how did Ralph Lauren become their gang flag? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, by the book,
From dollar
man.
perspective,
By
nigga.
the
Talk
book,
about it.
man. By the book, nigga. Cause you know there's be so many interviews. It's been so many times when this question been asked so many times. How did this shit start? Everybody got a different question. You see these niggas on 105 racking them niggas. Some niggas start talking about they was stealing Mickey Mouse shit on 42nd Street. Duke, the nigga asked you how did the low life start? You start talking about stealing some Mickey Mouse shit in Times Square. The fuck that got to do with something? Or well, you know, well, I think Georgie and them. Look, Georgie and them was wearing Guess shit still, bro. Them niggas was strictly guess the fuck down, man. Like, let's stop going around the dumb shit, nigga. Who the fuck started this shit? That's nigga Dollar ain't just a part of this shit. He the heart of this shit. You niggas wasn't running around looking like no fucking Fauntleroy's motherfucker. Little dirty bum ass motherfuckers. Y'all want to be with it. Y'all want to look like them niggas was looking that was getting money, riding around in back caddies and shit like that. We smoking dust blunts and shit. And you know what I'm saying? We riding around in the cars, shooting uptown, going to all the clubs and shit. Y'all niggas want to look like them niggas and shit. Who is them niggas? Why niggas, you know what I'm saying? Then you hear niggas on the Low Life documentary, or we seen niggas up at the train station, low down. We wanted to get them niggas, but we got them, but then instead we got down with them niggas. Who the fuck y'all was gonna get? Like, who was getting who? Like,
one time.
you know, like, so okay, so now the way the transition happened was, you know, I want niggas to really buy the book for a lot of shit, man.
Yeah,
you know,
so
like, go
you
grab
ain't
the
got to
book.
go in there. I mean, the transition, when you say the transition,
I'm talking about the trend. Like, I became when the trend was set. Like, who took niggas out of Lee's and Levi's and Pumas and with Adidas with fat laces? Like, when did niggas start wearing motherfucking leather Gucci sneakers with the Benetton and the Polo?
See, with me, you know, it was all about stages, son. I went from the Lees, right, to the Levi's.
Until they snatched your Lee patch off.
Look, I'm gonna show you, son, because niggas was rocking this shit. I recall niggas was rocking. I went to the Jordache, Sassoons, and shit like that. That's when I started doing
the Bill Blast and all that shit.
You get what I'm
Bill
saying?
Blast, the Ole Cassinis, all that shit.
Like
yeah,
that. We can't skip over that. YXL been out for years. We was paying YXL.
We was doing all of that shit.
Brands that been back there. It was easy to take that shit because
nobody wanted that shit. They knew it. Shit. They ain't know about it.
That's right, nigga.
That's all we wore was foreign shit.
You know what I'm saying?
We wore everything. We wore all that shit.
Jeans. All that shit, nigga. We went through stages. We touched everything that looked good to us, nigga. So we ain't gonna, you know, focus on the Polo shit. You know, for me, when I was running in the city and all that, yeah, I still remember because I got pictures. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
I remember we was going full on the horses, colorful jackets, multicolored shirts and shit with the jackets and visors and the low specs and all that shit. And then when I went out of town, I ain't gonna lie, Kingsborough. Shout out to Cross out of Rodney, Oliver, Boostin' Kev, rest in peace, Fats, Sharif. You know what I'm saying?
Reef,
when I started, because I met them niggas, right? How I met them niggas? Me and Reef was on the 600 school right there on Utica and Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? We used to play ball in the gym, and they had a 600 school. So when I met him,
shout out to Reef. You know, Reef, that's my son for life. That nigga became my best fucking friend, my comrade, my every fucking thing.
Yeah. So I met Reef. And me and Reef went out one time, and I went by Kingsborough and met some other niggas like Rodney and all that shit. And the nigga was like, "Yo, son, we going out of town. You wanna?" I said, "Fuck it, let's get that money." I went out of town, son. It was for me. See, everybody got their perspective on the transition. That was a transition for me from city slicking. Going to hot ass running out of hot ass.
So let me tell mine. I'm gonna shout out to Kingsborough. I ain't gonna lie. They stepped every fucking body game up. I ain't gonna fucking hold you. We had niggas like Patch Eye in the hood that was coming out of Herman's with duffel bags full of shit like
Shout out to
Patch Eye.
Right.
We had some of the look. We had the best boosters in the world come out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Shorty dipping everybody from downtown to round town. From
what was her name? Pam from Albany Project. Shout out to Pam, man. I don't know if she living or not. Remember Pam?
Peaches,
Pam, son?
I remember Pam.
I used
I
to run
remember
into
paying.
Pam out there in some Caucus outlet, son, the Gucci outlet and all that. See all them chicks from Brownsville, big old
Shout out to
thighs, that
Monique.
shit.
Shout out to Monique from Coney Island. Monique take
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
She's still on the
definitely,
team.
definitely, man.
Put it in hard and shit, you know.
Definitely, man. We had dope
So,
fiends around our way, man, putting it
yo,
in. I used to watch
yo,
the dope fiends coming back fly as hell, you know what I mean, copping that shit, but they used to be fly as hell. And I start running
exactly.
into them at the outlets and all that in Jersey and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we be like,
But now
look at each
listen,
other and we do our
now
shit. You know what
listen,
I mean?
listen. This is what transitioned me now. Me and the nigga Bill, me and my nephew, we going to me out with the nigga boosting Cav. Cav, Cav, like, yo, y'all niggas want to get some money, man. Fuck with me. We like, what, nigga? We take all this fucking everything we got, nigga. We took from jewelry, from the clothes, everything. We don't need you to take no money, nigga. But Cav he had a different swag. He had a different wave. Like he was real smooth and laid back. Like you could
Yes,
tell he
sir.
was. You know what I'm saying? He was different. He
Yeah,
could definitely switch his vernacular. He
yeah.
would excuse me, sir. I'm looking for the restroom. He'll get caught in the stock room bagging up. They say, what the fuck you doing back here? The nigga whole voice would just change everything and shit. I'm looking for the bathroom, sir. Oh, the bathroom ain't back here. Get the fuck out of here, kid. The fuck you doing? Yo, that nigga Kev. So me and Bill go to the Hermans with this nigga. We still going down in the girdle and shit. They had some
Woo,
Jerry.
shout out
They
to
had some.
Herman, bro. Go
They
ahead,
had
son.
some,
Tell that story, nigga.
they had some Jerry G's and shit. So now
Yes,
Kev,
sir.
we snuck on the Amtrak somewhere to Jersey, and then we caught a cab to the fucking to the Herms. So Kev told the cab driver, my mother works here. I'm just going to pick up some bags that she had. She wants me to bring home. So I'll pay you an extra $15, $20 if you wait for it. The cab nigga say, okay, no problem. Take us right back to the train, to the Amtrak and shit. So we
Yeah.
go in the motherfucking Herms, me and Bill, we pop off a fucking
Hold
Jerry
on. That's
G.
you and Bill or you and
No,
Kev?
no, me, Bill, and Kev. Kev
Okay,
jumps out the
okay.
car.
I ain't know
Kev,
Bill was there.
Kev,
Rest in peace, my
yeah,
nigga.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I said it was me, Bill, and Kev and shit.
Okay, okay.
And shit, cause me and Bill only went out. My sister didn't even want my nephew to be doing that, man. I'm gonna tell
Right.
niggas the true story about that shit, boo. It's your fucking fault, my nigga. But I never
Well,
took that
listen,
nigga
bro.
stealing. I
Listen.
never took
That's a
my sister said, yo, whatever you do, I do not want my son out in them fucking stores out there with y'all robbing and stealing, and don't be having him getting high and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home from jail, that nigga was full-fledged taking money. He was,
That's
you
right,
know what I'm
nigga. I
saying?
took B Bill out of town. It was
On his
over,
first
nigga.
MIA, yo.
We
And
was
I
tearing
said,
all the
damn, man.
motherfucking malls up. All of them.
I said, yo, bro, I said, yo, where you get all this polo shit? But that nigga ain't had no load. You know, Bill was still Cat Mike and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And he
right.
got tired of that. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting me. That
Me
matter of
and
fact, I
Bill,
came home.
me and Bill, man, rest in peace. And I'm gonna get back to a little episode for
Yeah.
Boots and Kev, right? Me and Bill I chased that nigga B Bill all the way down to Tapscott, right? Chased him down to Tapscott. I don't know what the fuck he did, son. Then I caught him on Sterling on his block between Utica and Rochester. Fatim Brother Ali and all them niggas out there, them Jamaicans and all that. Shoot a fair one. We shot our fair one. You know what I mean? I went back around the corner. Bill went upstairs, right? We ran into that nigga in a Chinese restaurant. But I ain't want to do nothing because we was deep, you know what I'm saying? We built. So I took him outside and we chopped it up, man. And I looked at him, you know what I mean? He was looking a little mangy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yo, son, listen, man, we're gonna get some money, man. Tomorrow, you know what I mean, come around such and such time and we're gonna, yeah. Took that nigga on the MIA, son. He was open from that day on, son.
Yo,
Open.
I came home from
Open.
jail. I came home from jail. That nigga was giving me low. I was like, where the fuck you get all this shit from, bro? He was like, yeah, man. I ain't want to say nothing, yo. I've been fucking with Boo and them niggas, man. Word, G George. I'm on the team now, baby. That nigga was on the team. So let me finish telling you. So now we get in the motherfucking
Hold on before you finish. Oh, you still talking about Kevin Mike, right?
hold up, yeah. So this the first me out we go on with.
Go ahead.
This the first me out we go on with
I'm
the
getting
niggas from
old, nigga. I might
Greensboro.
forget.
Yeah, how you
Like
said
this
you went
shit
on the
down.
you said that shit transitioned you when you went on the MIA with the
Yeah, well,
Greensboro
Kev,
niggas.
but what I
Yeah.
wanted to
But
say, I ain't finished, nigga. I noticed your show, nigga. But
No. But this, I just want to tell one story.
all right,
So now,
go ahead.
now, cab them gas the cab driver to wait for us in the parking lot and all that shit. We go in the Hearn. I pop off the alarm. I roll up. I tootsie roll my goose. Boom. I go under the nuts with it. I go out. I don't
Yeah,
ring or nothing. So I get back in the cab. Boom. Bill did the same thing. Popped off his alarm. Threw one coat down the nuts. And cause we only put one goose down the nut. That shit was bulging. Like you could
yeah,
see that shit. That's when I said we started wearing our clothes 2 sizes too big to hide the bulging.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
so now me and Bill, we both in the cab. So now we in the cab sweating. Like, where the fuck is Cab at? What the fuck taking this nigga so long? About 2 more minutes go by. Your man Cab comes out with a duffel bag, a whole the shit you could fit skis in, the big ski bag. The nigga had over like 17, 18, about 20 fucking coats in it. Me and Bill took one coat apiece and was happy as shit. We called a fucking Jerry G. We called a Jerry G, yo. We called a Jerry G. The man said, pop the trunk. The cab nigga popped the fucking trunk. Oh, dude, the back of the car went down. Boom. Me and Bill looked at each other. What the fuck this nigga just did, son? Cab get in the car. We out to the train station. Boom, we get on the motherfucking train. Cab opened the bag. Me and this nigga Bill, eyes jumped out our head. We never went down the nuts ever again after that, bro. That was over, bro. That was over, bro. I was over, bro. I started taking Georgie, Hector. We all bagging up 23 coats, 25 coats, coming around the way. Big ski bags, selling shit to the whole hood. We was having so many coats, we couldn't even sell them shits in Brooklyn. That's when I started selling shit uptown. I started fucking with Dapper Dan and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But let me jump in there with the cab, man, before you go uptown.
That nigga's legendary. I salute that
Before you
nigga.
go uptown, man.
All
Again,
right, go ahead,
rest in peace to Boosting Cab. You heard?
Yeah,
I
rest
went
in
out
peace
on
to
them
Boosting
niggas with
Cab,
me.
man.
It was me, Boosting Cab, cross side of Rodney, and Reef. We get to this mall. What fucking mall was that? I don't know what mall. We get to the fucking mall, right? Matter of fact, the mall was in Pennsylvania, whatever it was. King of Pressure, I don't know what the fuck it was, but check it. We split up. I think it was like 6 of us. I don't know the next door, probably with Olive or whatever. It was 6. I went with Boost and Cab, right? We go in the store, son. We walking in the mall. Cab said, yo, we're gonna hit Wilson's. He walked by Wilson's and looked at Wilson. I looked where he was looking. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a city slicker, so I got to stay on. I don't know what's going on. It's the first time me hitting the
I
mall
don't be
out.
going out of
You know what I
town.
mean?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm in
out
the
of
city
town.
with this
So
shit, nigga.
right. I'm looking
I
where he's looking.
terrorize the city, nigga.
So
Have
check
me
it,
run to the train real quick.
check it. I'm looking, right? He looked, he see the 2 chicks behind the counter. He stopped, he walked by, he stopped. He said, yo, son, we about to hit the deck, get over there, bag their ass up, come right back out. No lie, the nigga bend down, right? He looked both ways, make sure no motherfucking mall ranger walking through the mall. Nobody was looking. He got on it, he ducked down. I ducked down with him. We started crawling in the store. The ladies didn't even know we was in the fucking store. We grabbing the motherfucking leather coats, rolling them shits up, nigga. Duffing it, we got a big ass duffel bag, just stuffing, just roll them down. They don't even know we in the store. Bagged up 2 duffel bags. That nigga said, you ready? We crawled back to the exit. He peeked up a little bit and crawled right out to the mall. We went on out, stashed that shit. Son, when I got outside and stashed my shit and I said, yo, these niggas on a different type of time. This one bag, I'm ready to go home. That's what I'm used to. Some shit like that.
Well, jump on the
Full-length
train. We
leather.
whack around the way. I'm going to sell my shit, nigga.
Yo, check it now, check it. We goes in the motherfucking low section, son. No security devices, no alarms, no nothing.
Yeah, this back in the
It
day.
had like a little hut, like a little house in the Polo shit, right? So we sneaks behind the racks. When the lady left out, we snuck in that motherfucker. I swear, son, like I was in heaven, son. I was
Son, they didn't
grabbing the
have no
brass,
cameras.
the
They didn't
brass,
have no
the
security
brass,
devices,
the
nothing
brass.
back
Yo,
in the days, man.
check it, man. I'm
We
grabbing the
responsible for that shit, nigga.
check it, man. Damn, I know this your show, nigga, but let me just get
Go ahead,
this shit
go
over,
ahead.
my nigga.
Damn, bro, that's the
Goddamn,
big boo
dog.
show now,
Yo,
man. This
check
the
it,
big boo show,
though, right? We go in this shit, right? We go in this motherfucker. I see the motherfucking what it was, the tennis rackets, right, with the badge, with the brass buttons. They had the classic P's. all type of the big you son. Listen, bro. We was just grabbing shit and just stuffing it in the bag and looking out the little hut. No, I mean, no worker, no nobody. We getting socks and everything this corner. My shit was so shit. My shit was about to bust out the fucking bag. We just got on the floor, crawled back over to this little bullshit ass department,
That's
picked up,
crazy, bro.
and walked right back out. Now check it now. You know I'm ready to go home now. I got a bag full of low, bag full of leathers. This nigga talking about, yo, I'm getting ready to go in Crazy Eddie or one of these electronic stores to
Oh
get a
my
mixer and
God.
something
That
up and shit. Check
yo,
it, bro. The nigga went in. I said, I'll be
son,
right
I
here waiting
seen the
for you.
nigga steal $100,000 worth. This nigga built $100,000 studio just robbing Sam Ash. That nigga was going to me out with just a little screwdriver. That nigga was getting pieces that cost 4,000, 5,000, 2,800. That nigga piece by piece built his own studio. Now I'm gonna say something, yo. I swear on everything I love, that boy Kanye West stole his style from the nigga Boost and Kev. Boost and Kev was signed to Track Masters and everything, man. When you looking shit up on the chicken head joint he did, he was on his way, man. The boy was definitely on his way because he was a producer and he knew how to
Yeah,
rap.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And but
Yeah,
but but then
definitely, bro.
his whole shit, his whole persona was being polo down. He was the classical rapper. He wore all the preppy clothes, and he was the rap nigga that wore nothing but polo preppy shit. So then
Yeah,
when Kanye West came out, that's why niggas was kind of mad at Kanye, figuring, yo, Duke, like you a carbon copy. You're not really the original nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he was the original one from Chicago. You know, he wasn't the original preppy booster. I mean, preppy Ralph Lauren dressing rapper, but he was, I guess, you know what I'm saying. But niggas ain't really like how he came out and said Ralph Lauren ain't get hot till he came out with it. That's what made the low lights, you know what I'm saying, throw a few shots at him, which I wish we didn't, you know what I'm saying, because it would really be good to have somebody like that on the team. You know what I'm saying? I would make him an honorary low life if he would allow that, you know what I'm saying? Because I do respect his and his team, you know what I'm saying? Team Chicago, you know what I'm saying? They could have I wouldn't mind sanctioning them, you know, to have their own chapter out there because he do got his little peoples and they have been wearing low for life, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that wear low for life, you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna wear low for life and shit, I don't mind, you know, especially somebody like that. But yeah,
that shit is crazy, bro.
shout out to boosting Kev, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
boosting
man.
Kev.
Shout out, rest in peace, man. Word of mother, son.
Rest in peace. So
We
yeah,
got a
let's keep it
story on that.
let's keep it moving. Yeah, but so
Yeah,
Kev kind of changed niggas' whole shit. Like, you know, I was already a monster. Like I was already a beast and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he just now niggas is bagging up shit now. Now we ain't going down the nuts and up the back. You know, up shout out to up the back. You know what I'm saying? When niggas start going up the back, we was able to take, you know, like whole racks of shit, whole stacks of shit. But not when niggas start bagging up, the game just changed. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas going from making $1,000 a day to 10,000 a day. Like we just whatever you want. Like jewelry, bags, we in Gucci, we in Louis, we in, you know, we in, well, we couldn't get in Bergdorf. We couldn't get in Neiman's. You know what I'm saying?
word up, right?
We couldn't get it now because you now that's this is the transition. Like we could talk a little bit about how the wave turned into a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? We could talk a little bit about how the wave turned into a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? Like that low shit, you couldn't go to Bloomingdale's on 59th Street and you looking like Brownsville. You looking
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
couldn't go in there with
You had to
Lee.
get preppy, man.
You had to
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
money in order to
Um,
get close enough to
that's
the
right.
money to get able to
A
take
perfect
it.
example. A perfect example, right? You had that nigga G George on some surf looking shit, like he was looking like a white boy with the big curls in his motherfucking hair and shit,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
polo
yeah,
specs and shit, collar shirt with the moccasins and all that
yeah.
shit.
Like
Yeah,
if they
he'd get
notice
in there whipping
if people
decoys.
if people that been following the culture, like following the history, like you notice back in the day, everybody had on the little circle glasses.
Yeah,
Nobody was blind. We just wore the glasses because it was a part of your job.
fashion.
Your
That's
it
right.
was
Your
no,
outfit.
it was a
It
part of
complement
your
the outfit. You heard?
it was a part of the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like the knapsack,
exactly.
it became a part of the
That's the
wardrobe. All these
uniform. Word up.
the uniform for when we go to work. See,
That's right.
niggas thought we was wearing low as a fashion statement, but really we needed to wear that shit in order to rob the stores we was trying to rob.
That's
But
right.
we couldn't rob Fifth Avenue. You ain't walking up in Gucci taking shit looking like you shop on Picking
That's
Avenue
right.
or
You
like
gotta
you
look
shop
like
on
$1,000,000.
Belmont.
You know what I mean?
You gotta look
You
like
gotta look
money
like $1,000,000 when you
take
walk
that
in there.
money and shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So when we was going in them stores, so when we walk in the door, all the security in the world be right on top of a nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, how come we can't even get halfway in the store? The D's is on us, security following us around. So we start realizing, man, look at them black niggas over there. They ain't following them. Yeah, but they with the white kids that go to Yale, or they probably go to Harvard, or they look like they go to one of these Ivy League schools. You know what I'm saying? So we realized like I start peeping like the niggas that look like they go to these Ivy League colleges and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was bouncing on their tippy toes. They was wearing like skippies and boat shoes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is like, damn, you look like that. They ain't gonna follow you, dog. They ain't even gonna watch you. If you could look like a polo model or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like niggas start
Right.
seeing if niggas start seeing the way we dress was what was holding us back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't moving us forward. We had to
Right.
dress for success. So
That's
so
right.
we start wearing that shit so we could be able to get over. Because we was the city slickers, you know, we the slickest
That's
kids in the
right.
city. We'll rob you blind in the blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Without a gun. All we had was the gift of gab and the heart to grab. That's all we needed. Nigga, you got the
Fact.
heart to take that shit. Yeah, all right. Well, when I talk to him, when I spin him, you grab it, we going. You know what I'm saying? Niggas knew how to put the shit together. But we had to, it became a part of our work clothes. Like a cop wear a uniform every day. That was our uniform. So when we go into the city, you know what I'm saying? We was the most, we could manipulate, do what we wanted to do, but we couldn't look like Brooklyn. Or we
Right.
couldn't look like Harlem. We couldn't look like Staten Island. We couldn't look like we was from the Bronx walking up and down Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Like you stick out like the raisin in the oatmeal, like the fly in the buttermilk. You couldn't do that.
That's right.
The game we playing, you got to be as inconspicuous as possible. You cannot be loud. You cannot draw. When niggas say draw, that don't mean that mean you drawing attention
Draw
to it.
attention.
You
That's right.
cannot
Drawing
draw.
attention and all that. You
You
already know.
cannot
We used to
draw.
keep them niggas away from us. Nah,
You
get
cannot
the fuck.
draw.
You ain't coming in the
And
store
and
with me, nigga.
and the nigga clothes you was drawn by the way you dress. Like, yeah, y'all can hit Fulton Street all day or Jamaica, Queens, or Fordham Road, but y'all ain't hitting that shit in Midtown, and that's where the money was at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So once you know what I'm saying? Once I became Polo Dave was getting a lot of money, man. You know,
Well,
Polo
tell me
Dave,
about it, nigga. That's why we
not
in,
not
nigga.
not
Tell me
everybody.
about
You
it.
know, like Dave, like I said, that Dave was always different. You know what I'm saying? He
Okay.
was always
But
different.
since you talking about Dave, right? We're
Yeah,
gonna take it back, okay, before the dollar. We're gonna go to Dave. Tell the people how was the atmosphere with all your peers, you know what I mean, getting this money. What was the atmosphere when y'all got back around the way and niggas all in the building, niggas just drinking and smoking, niggas done sold they shit, the niggas hitting the club, niggas standing on the corner, niggas just wilding and drizzy. What was the atmosphere, son? Bring us back to the golden era and bring up an incident that you remember, that
all right,
I
all
remember,
right, all
or
right.
Tim Lowe remember, or
This
G
all
George
right,
remember.
all right. What niggas want to hear when Dollar Bill got knocked out on Utica Avenue in St. John's
Who
by the
knocked you
by
out?
the,
Who knocked you out? Who knocked you out?
the I ain't really know him too tough. He had just came home from jail and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga he had did 20
What they
years.
call him, my nigga? What they call him?
Big Rick, I think. Yeah,
Big
Big Rick.
Rick. Motherfucker, let's do
Big
this.
Rick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Big
Big
Rick.
Rick.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Big Rick, son. That nigga did
Nah.
25, you know what I'm saying? Came
Okay, he
home
did
to St.
20.
John's and Utica
Came
and
came
started
came
regulating, you heard?
Came home and
Motherfucker, let's do this. That nigga chop your
came home.
motherfucking neck off.
Yeah.
So
So
what happened
now,
though, man? So what happened? So Big Rick
so
approached you what? Asked for some items or something, try to press you what?
nah. When Big Rick first came home and shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was telling me and say, yo, the boy just did 25 years and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? This when G. George was living with me and shit. Georgie was living because now G. George was getting too much money on the Johns and shit like that. He was getting too much money up on you to have and shit like that. It was like tensions was flaring and shit. We buying
yeah.
cars and shit. We going out of town. I'm buying niggas cars and shit when they come home from jail. Dollar getting a couple of dollars and shit. So they said, not that the nigga Rick was going to press a nigga or none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But then he ain't had nowhere else to turn to. He wanted to sell some crack. He wanted to buy some crack, get some crack on the Ave and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you give him a couple of dollars and shit? You know what I'm saying? That's a live nigga. You're going to have him on the team. That nigga going to hold you down. Anything you need.
Who
You
told
ain't
you
got
that,
what?
man? Who told you
Huh?
that? Who told you? Who told you that? Who told you, yo, we want him on the team, hit this nigga, give him a couple
I don't
dollars? Who was
remember
that?
this shit. This shit.
Man, you remember that shit, man.
Nigga, I'm 16 years old. This shit happened 40 fucking years ago. What the fuck you
Come
talking
on,
about? I
man.
don't
You
remember.
remember that
It was
fucking
probably,
punch,
it was,
don't you? You
huh?
remember that punch? You know who was
I don't.
out there on that street, nigga.
I don't remember how the shit happened,
All right,
but I
man.
remember.
Anybody
Hold
know,
on, hold
man?
on.
Pull up.
Hold on. It don't matter. Hold on. It don't matter who told me this shit. I do remember giving the
Yeah,
nigga 200. Hold on. I do remember giving the nigga $200 to go get. You know what I'm saying? Get on your feet and shit. Old
yeah,
head.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Welcome home and shit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He got a chance to meet Big
Hold
Dollar
on,
Bill and all that
hold
shit.
on. The same day you got knocked out, or another time?
Nah. I thought, this is some other shit. That like me and Rick was cool. Like I told you, the nigga came home for after 25 years.
Before or after? Before.
Brother, you're wilding now. I'm telling the story. Chill. You getting
I
ahead of me.
don't understand you. I'm trying to understand
Brother,
you.
I'm
It
telling the
was
story. Chill. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to lie about nothing.
you don't even know
I
these
started this.
niggas' names,
Hold up.
man.
I don't give a fuck who told me the shit. I'll give a fuck about giving a nigga the $200 after he came home after 25 fucking years. It's a total stranger. I don't even know this nigga. I ain't got to give a
Exactly. So
motherfucker nothing.
why you give
Huh?
$200 for?
Because that's all y'all people, man. This is y'all
Who is
family. This
y'all?
is who
Who
the
is
fuck
y'all?
ever.
You would do y'all shit again, man. You can't identify nobody.
I where he live at? He lived on y'all block. He lived on in
What the
G
fuck
George
that
building.
mean? It
He
was
lived in
about
Ralph
200
building.
people
He
live
lived
on
in
that block.
Batman building. I don't the fuck know where this nigga from and all. I just know he from Utica and say yo, boo, stop fucking playing with me. But all right, so let's get back to the story. So I
All
mean,
right,
we was
took him
cool. Hold
$200.
up,
Go ahead.
yeah, we was cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to come see me. He came down the block. He introduced himself to me and said, "Welcome home, old head," and shit like that. Nigga said, you know what I'm saying? He fucked up or whatever, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? When next time I see you, I'll grab some shit. I'll make some money and shit. I see I'm gonna put something in your pocket and shit. So
Okay.
boom, I see him a couple of days later, maybe a week or two, whatever. But I wound up giving the boy $200. Like, yo, son, you still trying to grab some work and all? He's like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do what I can do. Go ahead, go some money right there. Shit, I probably made a couple $1,000 that day. I gave him $200. But
Yeah.
bro, he was cool. I started seeing him in the hood now, seeing him around. He blowing blunts in the 4 building, the 6 building. He's smoking with everybody. And plus, that's Little Rick Father. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Shout out to Lil
I
Rick.
shout out to Lil Rick. That's my man and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not
So
little PR, but the other Rick. You know what I'm saying? My man and cousin.
yeah. I ain't seen these niggas in 20 years and shit, man. I don't
All
know.
right, so
Been niggas so
what
30
happened
years
then?
and shit. But so nah, we cool and shit. We fly and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's Rick. That's my man. You know what
I'm
I'm
trying
saying?
to get to why did he punch you? Why did he knock you out? Did he ask you for some money and you said, no, I'm fucked up, and he think you had some money? He knocks that's the question. That's why we was going through this bullshit, because you going on.
Why would you ask some shit like that? Ain't nobody never asked me for
Man,
nothing
I'm
and try to
asking you
run
now,
down.
nigga.
Ain't
What's the
nobody
matter?
huh?
If you gonna come out and say,
I'm
yo, that
telling the
nigga knocked
fucking
me out.
story, beloved. Let me tell my story. I started it off on the fucking floor. Knock the fuck out.
All right.
I don't need you dictating my shit. It's my
How he
fucking
knocked you
story,
out, man?
bro.
Why he knocked you out?
Matter of fact, boo, you got caught. Come on, man. Big boo caught, man. Fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. It's the bell come out. This we're gonna pull out the
I
bell when
want
nigga.
to hear it,
I'm
man.
gonna pull out the Maggie and the bell when you start wilding. All right, so now listen. So now, we young and shit, man. I'm about motherfucking 16 and shit. I'm into
Yeah,
everything, but a coffin. Shut the fuck up, bro. I need to tell my story.
I ain't say
The
nothing.
world wanna hear dollar shit. They like, what the fuck this nigga keep talking for? So okay. So now, like I said, I moved to New York. I'm 15 years old. I'm big silly from Philly. This nigga in there, everything but a casket. I'm running around with niggas from all over the whole Brooklyn, everywhere. I meet a shorty uptown. Nah, but when I get there, I think about 16. I think I was smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking beers and shit. But then I started smoking angel dust around 16 and shit. We
What's
was going
angel
uptown.
dust? What's angel
Angel,
dust?
that's when you that's wet. That's that embalming fluid shit. That's water. That's that leak. That's that. What I'm saying? I was fucking with Sean doing them. I fuck with all the old heads.
Shout
You know
out
what I'm
to
saying?
Sean Do, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Sean Do, man.
Yeah, yeah. I fuck with all the old head. I ain't never fuck with no little niggas and shit my age. Everybody was always older than me. I couldn't learn nothing from the little niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas was blowing on that bop, you know what I'm saying, fucking with that wet. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have been fucking with it, but like them niggas was doing telephones, they was up all night, robbing the city all night while niggas is asleep. These niggas is up breaking every telephone on every corner through the whole New York. Some phones had 200, 300. If it was full, it was at least three, four
That's
hundred
fact.
dollars worth of
Word
change
up.
in the phone. Niggas would take no, it'd
Word
be
up.
like a nickel. It'd be like a nickel in that big box, $500 worth of fucking quarters and shit.
Yeah.
So nigga do two phones, that's $1,000. You know what I'm saying? This niggas be boosting all morning and then breaking in phones all night. We was terrorizing the city.
Word up.
We was the fucking worst. But so
Word
now,
up.
after I'm smoking a little wet and shit. But then down when I was in Philly, you know what I'm saying? My brother Tim and them, they used to be getting, be bumping and shit. Niggas would take a little bump here and there, a little, you know what I'm saying?
What's a
I'm a
bump,
young.
man? What's a bump?
That's like when niggas, a little fuck with that white girl, that little sugar,
Oh,
that
the
little
little
booger
white
sugar and
girl?
shit. Yeah, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So we used to back in those days, we used to call it Buddha Spice. We used to be in the rooftop and all that shit. Niggas be sprinkling the coke on top of the weed, on top of the Buddha and shit. We call it
Yeah.
Buddha Spice. So you know what I'm saying? That was like the end thing and shit.
Wow,
Niggas
I never
smoking.
I never heard that phrase though, bro. I never heard
Yeah,
that
I
phrase.
mean you're a young buck, boo. You wasn't really coming off the block like that. Dollar was everywhere, heavy
Hold
there.
on, hold on,
Still,
hold on, bro. Hold on. When you
nah,
go back and
I'm
talk about Latin quarters in Union Square, motherfucker, I was in there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
talking about,
I'm
nigga.
talking about when niggas was dipping and dabbing. So you ain't never get high like that. You know what
Nah,
I'm
that's
saying? When
right.
you ain't, you wasn't, you
First
only
of all,
drank
so what
40s.
you
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 drank
got
40s and smoked
you gotta
cigarettes.
understand. You got an
I'm,
audience, and the audience got to understand. You got to
I'm,
say it in
I'm
phrase
telling the
as
fucking
when
story, bro.
you got to say when we used to ninja and lose y'all niggas. That's when, so we can
All right.
understand. So I can
But nah, they
understand.
don't understand that. They don't
What I
understand
gotta
that.
do with the
So
fucking
okay,
young
so
and all
okay,
that you got
so
to do
okay,
with
okay,
you
okay, okay.
disappear, nigga.
Brother, you're going out the facts of the story. So now you know what I'm saying. Niggas is dipping and dabbing. It's niggas is dipping and dabbing. This is like I said. This is back in like 80, 85 now. No, this is like 84. This is like
84.
84. This is like about 84 and shit. Like I said, I got there in 82 and shit. It's about 2 years
Yeah.
later. Now by then they had some new shit had just came out. It really wasn't. It did just come out. Niggas went from putting the
The
making the
coke.
Buddha Spice, yeah, putting the
Yeah.
coke on top,
Spicing up
making
the
a coke
blunt.
cigarette. We were smoking coolies and shit, but then we went from smoking coolies to smoking woolies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
Instead of
what's
smoking,
woolies? What's the woolies?
woolies was when they was crushing up the krills, crushing up the crack, and then
All right.
sprinkling on
Crushing
top
up
of the
the crack,
weed.
putting up in the blunt. Call a
Everybody
wooly.
know what the fuck a woolie is, man.
Nah, no, everybody don't know what the
All right,
fuck
well,
a
yeah.
wooly is, nigga.
Nigga, where the fuck you was at? You act like you wasn't
Nigga,
born
I
in the
was
80s,
there,
nigga.
nigga. I
All right,
was
then shut the.
there. I know, but then you got
All
an
right, so.
audience. They don't know what krills is
Yo, these
and
motherfuckers,
woolies.
who the fuck you think our audience is? A bunch of Sunday
You
school
gotta
church going
understand, man.
motherfuckers.
We got people. We got people from Australia and shit in the building, bro, and they don't know what the fuck you talking about, man. And this is
All
what
right,
I keep
okay.
telling you. So when I ask you a question, it ain't for me, nigga. You should know. I know. It's
All
for
right,
the
all right.
people that's overseas and
Yo,
shit
let them
watching.
Google that shit, nigga. You keep stopping me, bro.
Nah, son, we
Fuck
got
that.
Dollar Bill, nigga. We got the notorious Dollar Bill Dave on the platform, and when he talk, niggas want to listen. And plus, you can't listen if you don't understand what the fuck you talking about.
All right, so let me get back. So,
Go
okay, so
ahead,
now
nigga.
I'm about 16, 17 years old. We dipping and dabbing. We done went from smoking coke cigarettes to motherfucking instead of putting the coke on the weed,
Yeah,
we putting the krills in the blunt now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That came from hanging out of town, fuck with the niggas on the rooftop. My man's in them in Duke Hamilton. Rest in peace, my son Keith, his sister
So who
Tawana,
put you on to that, man? I didn't cut you off
my
because
son.
I got an interview. Who put you on? What the first time you smoked the woolly? You get what I'm saying? That's
Okay,
just
okay.
important.
Okay, so now I'm messing with Tawana. She live uptown, True Hamilton, on 140th and 8th Avenue. 40th Street them niggas stomped me out, jumped me, beat me down with baseball bats and all that. Because E Yuck ain't one to, like, it was E Yuck, Wick Wack, and Ray Lowe. I did some dumb shit, but that's another story. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We gonna keep it pushing. But then me and the girl's brother Keith, you know what I'm saying? Keith used to be on his little sister, like, yo, type of nigga you got in the crib, like this nigga from Brooklyn. Like, who the fuck is this nigga and shit? He ran with Gangsta Lou and them niggas and all that shit. All them niggas from 45th, up on the hill and everything and shit like that. So, but Keith was from 40th Street, and and Keith had a little powder one time. He's like, yo, you want to bump? So I was like, I don't really fuck with that shit like that, you know, even though I
yeah,
did, but I act like I didn't. So he took it. He's like, come on, shorty, go ahead, let me see. You know, so you talk about you alive, nigga, man. You act like you scared and all that shit. Nigga, I ain't scared of nothing. Fuck you talking about. Nigga, you see me with this big ass jury and shit on my neck, nigga. I'm by myself, nigga. I caught the train here, motherfucker. Fuck you talking about. I'm Dave Low, nigga, leader of the low life, nigga. I ain't scared of shit, nigga. Go ahead, take a bump then, shorty. All right, man, fuck it. Took me a deuce and shit. Fell back, grabbed the 40, drank and shit. I said, I normally sprinkle that shit on my weed and shit. I don't really
yeah,
fuck with my nose. You know what I'm saying? So then I said, you got some more? He like, yeah. So I rolled up the weed and I sprinkled it on the weed. He said, nah, man, you wasting it. You can't do it like that. I said, what the fuck you mean you can't do it like that? We always do it like that in Brooklyn and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So he was like, nah, you gotta, he said he snatched it and put it in the little water in this little fucking jar and shit. So when
yeah,
he threw it in the water, I went crazy. Like, yo, dog, what the fuck you doing, man? If you want to
yeah.
stop getting high, you could do that on your own time, man. Like,
Right.
why you fucking up this shit? He was like, nah, shorty, look at this. He put the lighter to the bottom of it and he started wiggling the shit around. Then he
Yeah,
said, he said, you don't see that shit? I said, see what? Nigga, all I see is water. Then I start seeing him shaking it, and some little gooey shit came back. He turned it over on the t-shirt, let the water run through it, and it was. And I thought he put a little baking soda or something. I ain't even see that part though. You know, what I'm saying? I'm a young
yeah,
buck. I'm high. I missed half of that shit. How he did it, but when it came back, it was a little rock. Then he said, now crush the shit up and sprinkle it on the weed. So
yeah,
I smoked it like that. And when I did it like that, the nigga just went back like, oh shit, dog. I was higher than the dust made me, the weed made me. Like I had been getting high since I was motherfucking 8 years old, 9 years old. I used to
yeah,
steal the roaches out my father's ashtray. Them niggas be
yeah,
up getting drunk and high all night. And when they wake up on the way to school, I used to look at the ashtray in the living room like, damn, them niggas had a party. I used to take the roaches and shit. Me and Piggy and Kevin and my little brother Don used to go behind the school in the morning. We
yeah.
like in the second grade smoking weed, shit like that. But so now I ain't never been this fucking high. I was like, damn, bro, I gotta let my mans and them taste this shit. Ray and them gotta taste this shit, dog. Yeah, like everybody I was getting high with, I
Oh
wanted my
man,
son.
don't
Like
tell
I
me you
could.
the devil. You went
So
back.
yeah, yo, I couldn't believe how high I was, but then it did have me higher than when we was just sprinkling it on top of the weed, the regular powder,
Okay,
the soft. It
okay.
did have me way higher. So I had to introduce my mans and them to this shit. I couldn't believe this shit.
Man, you
So
official for this story, bro. You
Nah, I
official.
don't give a
You
fuck,
the
man.
real nigga,
Everybody,
son.
yo, bro,
You
whoever,
the official
yo,
nigga,
bro,
son.
this is my life story. My shit
No
worth
doubt.
millions, nigga. My shit worth
No doubt.
millions, nigga. Y'all talking to
Okay,
the
okay.
real, y'all talking to
So
the realest
so
nigga in the
so
world
you
right
so
now,
you got
dog.
so you got back around the way and you
Yeah,
what you
we got a
did? You
lot more to
rolled
say
one,
with
you
that.
had a blunt.
Okay, nah. So now look, so now look.
Yeah.
I tell the nigga Keith, I say, yo, son, go. I gave the nigga $20 and shit. I said, yo, yo, you can't go get no more of that shit. So I could take that shit back and shit. I got my mans in them tasting shit. So the nigga was like, yeah, give me the $20. He went, I thought he was coming back with the powder and he was gonna cook it up and all that shit
Yeah.
again. The nigga came back with 4 little valves with red tops on them. I said, what's this? He said, yeah, you ain't gotta cook it. They sell it already cooked. I said, where at? He said, right up the block, 142nd and Broadway, up there on Convict, right there up on the hill and shit, about 2 blocks, 3 blocks up. I was like, damn, I didn't really know too much about Harlem and shit. They live right damn there on Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
They had the Dominican niggas. Them niggas had the flow of a lifetime. When you go up in the spot, the niggas had shotguns and everything on their way up. This shit was real, like how you used to say how they seen in that movie, how they had and with Wesley Snipes and niggas and shit when they with Chris Rock when they did that fucking movie. That shit.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah, yeah. I
the
know you're
drug
talking
spots
about.
was and shit. That's how that shit
Yeah.
really was back in the day. They was taking
'Cause
over
you know
buildings
niggas
and
gonna
shit.
turn into some zombies, so they had to be ready for y'all niggas when y'all
Yo,
return.
that shit was really
New
real like
Jack
that.
City or some shit. One of the movies.
So now when Kev came back, Keith came back. Keith came back with the Jones already done. I'm looking at this shit like
Salute,
he
right?
said he
Go
said
ahead,
he
I hear
said
you,
yeah
bro.
he said yeah they sell it already cooked and shit and shit. So we opened one of them up, put it on a dollar bill, crushed it up, sprinkled it on top of the weed. That shit had me higher than the shit that he cooked up. I couldn't believe it. I was plastered to the chair for about an hour just with the
Yeah.
40 still in my hand. I might have took one sip out that bitch. I was just sitting there with the 40 in my fucking hand, plastered. Yo, my eyes was so fucking wide open. Both of my eyes was so open. It looked like I just had one big eyeball sitting right in the middle of my face and shit. I'm sitting there stuck. I couldn't believe this shit, right? I come the fuck down like, damn, it's some mean shit, beloved. This some mean shit, nigga. I couldn't wait for E-Yuck and them niggas. I'm very awake. I got all the team waiting. I'm on the phone with the niggas. So I don't want to talk too much about that. Like I got so many other great stories to tell. I don't want to talk about that. But this is my life at 16 years old. But see, every kid that does the Percocets, the Xanax, that's trying to lean, and this was
Yeah,
just a new.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
just a
yeah,
new. It was
yeah.
something new. It was something new. We was doing tabs. We was doing blotters. We was doing, it was just some new drug that had came out. It wasn't an epidemic when I had did that. It wasn't on the
Yeah,
news. Towns haven't turned to poverty. Nothing. This shit was in like 83, 84. It didn't even hit the news to 85. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
This is when Richard Pryor and them was still cooking it up. They niggas was calling it freebase and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't crack yet. It wasn't like they was putting ammonia. They started cooking it up with B12, needle to swell it. They started doing all kind of shit, having niggas really putting speed in it. Like they really fucked it up. And when it was pure, the game wasn't but they started learning ways to, triple the profit by, swelling it and shit like that. That's when it went left and shit. Thank God I was able to, like my first time when I went to jail, I ain't get arrested. I got rescued. God looked at me, see this nigga running around the street. I'm running up on niggas at the red light. Get the fuck out the car. We carjacking niggas and all kind of shit. This nigga Dollar done lost his fucking mind. Somebody put this nigga in the nut house somewhere. Like, what? After I
y'all
started
niggas smash
smoking.
that notification button, man.
Hey yo,
Subscribe, man. Share this shit. We
so
got Dial on the
so
platform.
so let me
Original
let me
nigga, you
get let,
heard?
let me let me let me get to how I wind up on the floor.
Let's get
You
it
know what I'm
then, nigga.
saying?
Let's get it.
My
Shout out to
man,
Low Box. Go
my
ahead,
my
son.
man,
Let's
my man Buff. This is my son, my son, my
Buffalo.
son.
Buffalo?
Buffalo. Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Utica
See,
ass. Shout out to
yeah,
Buffalo, man. My
free
nigga
my son,
Sean,
man.
you heard?
Free my son, man. Free my son,
Word
man.
up.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My
Free
my
all my
son and
loaders.
jewelry heist, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas diamond heist niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas go away, they go away for a minute, man.
All right, so
Little
what's going
shoplifting
on?
shit.
What's up with
So
Buff?
now Buff, Buff really wasn't G'ing like that. Buff know how to steam shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that G'ing shit took a lot of koi. Niggas wasn't really G'ing like that. Like I used to go to, like, I know Alexander's closed at 9 o'clock at King's Plaza. I've been sleeping all day because I've been getting high all fucking night off this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I get up, I come out in the afternoon. I'm trying to hit something. I need some fucking money now. I got to get high, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying that shit was calling you? That shit was calling you more than a Wooler blunt? Did I get it right?
Nah,
Yeah.
I just had to have money at all times because I know how I like to smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't gonna smoke no little $20. That's the I like to smoke a couple $100 and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
God
like to smoke.
dang.
So I like this. I'm you know, I'm a big money nigga. I like to spend big money. We popping bottles.
Yeah.
We getting high and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is back in that day. This is when that era. This is what it was.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Say no more.
so now I see Buff every fucking night. I see this nigga. I come back from Kings Plaza. I was hitting the leather spot in Alexander's in the back. As soon as I creep in there, roll up 2 leathers, 3 leathers, throw them shits up the back, go right back out the back door, jump right back on the 46, get off on Utica, go to the game room, sell my levers. Then I go hit the spot, hit Collie and them niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I see Buff all the time. Yo, Dollar, what you doing? You just came back off the me. Yeah, nigga, I'm going to sell my shit. Nigga, start following me, help you bump your shit. Nah, I don't need no help bumping my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to
Yeah.
tag along. So you know what I'm saying? Like after a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? So now a week go by, you know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, son. Yo, son. Like, yo, you can light me up and shit. Yo, bro, listen, man, I've been lighting you up all fucking week, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Go take some money. Go rob something, nigga.
Who
That's
that?
what I
Who you
gotta do.
talking about?
I'm talking to Buff.
Oh, you talking
Show him.
about? Okay.
Yeah. Look. So I'm like, fuck out of here, man. I ain't gonna be getting you niggas high, man. Niggas better go out there and bust your fucking gun, nigga. If I got to go rob something, so do you, nigga. Fuck you, do you want to
So
sit on the
so
block
so so
and
you put Buff on to the shit too?
damn.
Just keeping it real. We want to know, son. We in the fourth quarter, nigga. We ain't promised tomorrow, nigga. You put Buff on or
I
no? You
put the
put
whole
everybody
fucking
on.
hood on, nigga. What the fuck you think, man?
You put everybody on.
Yeah, man.
God
Man.
damn, dollar.
Yeah. Georgie, everybody started smoking, man.
God damn, bro.
We all was. I don't
I
want
ain't
to put
even
niggas'
know you
name
was
out
the
there.
plague.
I ain't want to put niggas' name. I don't want to put nobody's name out there and shit. You know, because niggas might be embarrassed at that moment in time that was really actually a part of their life. Like that's what shaped niggas and mold niggas to becoming the niggas that they really became. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have been a wild nigga, a foul nigga, ready to just run down on anything, take whatever the fuck I want. That shit put that larceny in my heart that made me a fucking animal. Even years after the that was over, even after I stopped smoking the heights, I never lost that fucking. My fangs always kept dripping, as if the nigga running around like I'm trying to go, like I need that bread. That's what I done put my kids through college. I done bought big houses in the suburbs, all kind of shit, all from the game. You know what I'm saying? From going
Yeah,
G'ing. But I know what put that fuel in my heart to let me know that you could go ahead and take whatever the fuck you want as long as you it's a right way to do the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the rule book on that. You know what I'm saying? That's actually the name of the book. It's a right way to do it, all the right ways to do all the wrong things. But that's another chapter. So yeah, we ain't gonna talk
exactly.
about that. I don't know
So,
if I
so
did that. I don't know. That became the end thing. Like I was the first to bring it to my hood, but that
yeah.
shit hit every fucking hood. I ain't responsible for everybody getting high.
Nah,
Like
you
that
just
shit hit whole
responsible.
town. Yeah. I'm
You're
responsible for
responsible
niggas.
for all the niggas I ran with, nigga. You're responsible. See, I never knew that. See, this is what I tell y'all, man. This shit enlightened me as well as the audience.
If
You know what I'm saying?
if niggas don't know that I was the most influential character in that time and era. Whatever Dollar did, everybody wanted to do. Wherever Dollar went, everybody wanted to go. If niggas wasn't really leaving the block like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got jumped by them niggas from the east for our low gooses, me and Shice. Oh, it was only me, Shice, and Wick Wack there on the train and shit. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what
The
happened,
whole,
nigga? So what happened?
that's another story, bro. We
Ain't
getting
no
back to how
fucking
it wound up.
story you
We
on
getting
here,
back to the
son.
big rich
Don't
shit,
bring it
nigga.
up, nigga.
All right. I just told you,
Don't
I got
bring
a
this
million
shit up,
fucking
man, if you ain't
stories,
gonna
man.
talk. I thought
Yo,
you was
bro,
a
I
real
got a
nigga,
million
son.
stories. Chill.
I
I
mean,
want
you
to
gonna
finish
bring it
this
up,
one.
man. You
I
ain't
want
gotta
to
tell the
finish
whole
this.
clip,
Look, I
but
want
give
to
us the
finish this
little
one.
son, you
So,
know what I mean?
all right. So listen.
Nigga
So,
pressing for the low gooses. I mean, what the fuck? Nigga got punched in
who?
the head, nigga pulled out, backed up, bust you inside the head,
Nah, nah,
took your
nah,
shit.
nah,
That's it.
brother. We got a fucking alarm, the fucking bell on you again, man.
Nah, you ain't gotta do that, but we wanna know. You gonna bring it up, talk about it. So You pulling your emergency brakes too much, man. All right, let's jump to that. If you don't want to talk about the three locals, let's talk about.
I don't. Hold up, because I ain't gonna be making niggas famous. Fuck them niggas. But I'm gonna tell you. Let's get
Who's
back to that.
famous?
You said a story in the hood, Dollar, that some shit went down. I'm trying to tell the fucking story. You keep niggas want to know how he wound up on the fucking floor. Niggas want to know how the fuck Dollar wound up. He from Utica and St. John's. How the fuck he wound up knocked out on the floor with a nigga with a razor out on top of him, ready to play tic-tac-toe on his face. This is what niggas want to know. They want Big Boo to shut the fuck up and let's find out the end of the story.
Let's get it, baby. Big Boo is zipped up, bro.
So all right. So now I'm telling you, man, Buff, like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, I've been getting you high all fucking week. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not smoking with you and shit like that. So the next day, I go grab my wools. I go get high with probably them niggas on Troy Ave or something with Dice or somebody or something. Whoever was smoking wools, probably Lil Kenny, be probably in my building and shit in the exit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Son came in the building and shit and tried to burn. I was like, yo, bro, didn't the fuck like you done went to this building, that building. Niggas knew how to find niggas. Like niggas to be in the back of each building. Yo, oh, there they go right there. Niggas would run down. That shit costed a lot of money back then, bro. And niggas ain't have none. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't have none. Like when I gave the boy $200, you asking a known fucking smoker, bro, for some fucking money, dude. But the nigga Dollar has so much of it. You know, if anybody needed anything, you gonna ask Dollar. So I think I was like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we blew with them and shit, but like I think I was barking on the nigga, like the fuck out of here. Like I ain't burning with you no more. Like you just come around to burn. Like you don't even come
around. You talking about Buff or you talking about Rick? I don't mean to cut you off. Nah, you talking about Buff or Rick?
Yeah, that was my Buff. That's my man. That was my right hand man.
All right, you talking about Buff.
This is when Bill was living in the crib, living in Buff crib, where Bill was messing with May, with his sister.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Bill and Buff are like brothers and shit. That's my little man. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga. But I just felt like he going overboard now, bro. Like, damn, every time I see you, like, get the fuck out of here, man. The fuck you think this shit is, nigga? Go rob something or something. So we had that little altercation. So now the next day, or maybe 2 days later, I was with this nigga. I was on Troy Ave. Getting high as shit with Dice and them in his building. Up on the roof. I must have drank about 4 40s and must have smoked about 4 or 5 woolies and shit. And we had some I ain't smoked regular weed. All my weed was laced and shit. So then I come back, I come on the Ave, I'm on my way to Buffalo. Came down Troy, I turned down St. John's, I seen niggas on Schenectady, hey, what up? Hit everybody 5 and everything. Yo, Dollar, what up? Yo, Dave, I was still Dave and shit. So you know what I'm saying? I make it to Utica. I see Ray and them out there, Georgie and them out there.
Hit that like button, man. We only got 9 likes. We might have to shut this shit down, Dollar, man. They ain't even appreciate your motherfucking your history, man.
My testimony and shit.
Yeah,
this what New, I want them to know what New York did to me as soon as I got there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Turned me to an animal. So I see the nigga Ray and them and shit. I give everybody 5. I give these niggas 5, Georgie and all these niggas and shit. Then I go to give Rick 5. You know what I'm saying? Like Slick Rick said in the song, hey Rick, my man.
Yeah.
I go get a nigga 5. You go give him a big 5, but that's a big homie. That was like Debo. Like the movie, like the movie had Debo. That was our Debo. Big
that
Rick
was
and
the
shit.
Debo. That was Debo around the way.
You know what I'm saying? That was Debo
real
and
talk.
Shit. So I go to give Rick. I said, that's my man. We cool as shit. We fly. I'm thinking so anyway, because I know I just gave this nigga $200 fucking dollars. A nigga I don't even the fuck know. Cause some other niggas told me he was the big homie and he was fly and that's the nigga. All right, well, cool. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get it, you know what I'm saying? So when I go give the nigga Rick 5, boy, I do one of these numbers like, yo, what up, big homie? So I'm all the way out like this to go, and then I lean in. And as I lean in, nigga just caught me.
Damn.
I go lean, nigga just dropped me. I went straight to that knock. The nigga arms was big as my fucking whole thighs and shit. This is a nigga that been doing push-ups for 25 fucking years, bro.
That's facts. That nigga was
the nigga was so yo, dude, all he needed was five, like a little half of her, like a little shit. Boop.
Yeah.
I ain't see nothing coming. I was open arms trying to go give the nigga a hug and a 5 and all that dumb shit. Thinking that, you know what I'm saying, thinking we cool because, you know what I'm saying, you know, I've been giving you 5, I've been giving you that. So I don't see what was, you know, why wouldn't I do that now? So I go to get a nigga 5, the nigga taps me, bang, I go out. They said when I went down, the nigga Rick goes in his pocket, pulls out the motherfucking gem star.
Damn.
Like he's still in prison or some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? They said, yo, Dollar, the nigga jumped on top of you. He said, who want to play tic-tac-toe? About to cut this nigga face. He's about to make the lines and shit. Georgie and them niggas, ready. Them niggas just rushed this big nigga. Yo, the fuck off of him, son. The fuck is you doing, dog? You fucking crazy? That's Dollar, nigga. Ah. He like, yo, fuck that. That nigga try to play me. They like, ooh, how Dollar try to play you, bro? Nah, that nigga was talking shit about me. Yo, nigga Buff told me what he said, calling me a bum ass nigga. This bum ass nigga coming around here asking niggas for money and all that. I ain't never said none of that shit. I ain't never called him no bum ass nigga. I ain't like, oh, yo, this begging ass nigga, bum ass nigga. Yo, bro, when I heard what it was about, but I was supposed to have been talking about him. I said, well, bro, if I was talking about you. Because that shit, you know, my brother Ronnie came. Once I called once my brother heard about this shit, this psycho motherfucker, this psycho nigga, he fills up a spray bottle full of gasoline, full of lighter fluid, full of gasoline and shit like that. This nigga goes over there with the set with a cigarette, with the motherfucking gasoline and the shit. Where he at? You know what I'm saying? We about to set this nigga ass on fucking fire and shit. I'm like, chill, Ron, chill. Nah, I ain't fucking chill. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But niggas was tight. Niggas wanted Rick, you know what I'm saying? But then that's little Rick Paul. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody's cousin. I don't know who family that this is, probably Ralph and them family or somebody like that. Or so you know what I'm saying? I don't know who people that really, who family that is and all of that shit. But after I found out that Buff had told him Dollar was talking shit about you and shit like that. So he like, word. So when I see Dollar, I'm knocking this nigga the fuck out.
Yeah.
When I see him, when I see the nigga, I'm knocking this nigga the fuck out. But as soon as I see this nigga, because he was that type of nigga. See, Buff knew what he was doing. This shit is playing chess, you know what I'm saying? He done put the battery in this nigga back, amp this nigga up and all that shit. Tight, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying, but that's how we was back in those days. So it's cool.
When you
it was cool. That's how we played in the hood and shit like that. You know, I caught my little war scars and little scuffles and shit. It was time to go to war with niggas. We went to war, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shootouts, niggas got stabbed, cut, shot, all kind of shit. Whatever happened and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So what he took, man, when he knocked you out, what you had in the bag, man? Jerry G, some Polo shit, some leather.
I just told you I came from smoking, nigga. I was coming from fucking partying. And I don't have none of that shit. It wasn't about that. He wasn't there. Why you trying to hold on? Why you trying to make it seem like niggas were trying to rob me or something, dude? Like, why would you? Why you take
your money? The reason why, man, just calm down, son. The reason why,
bro, I want to hear you. Okay, go ahead. Let me hear this shit. I just told you it was because a nigga told him. It was because the nigga I told him I was talking shit about him, bro. This ain't had nothing to do with nobody trying to rob me or none of that.
Son. So why you jumping, man? Just calm down. Now you jumping. The reason why I'm saying this because I already know Rick was smoking that shit, and you just said Buff smoking.
No, Rick
Crackhead.
wasn't smoking then. Rick, but he had just came home from jail, dog. That nigga wasn't getting high. He started getting high years later, bro. Like Rick ain't come home and started smoking. You know that. He started
So you
smoking a
said,
while later, like years later.
so he didn't check your pockets while you was out. That's what you
I
saying.
told you them niggas, niggas bum rushed him, man. The nigga pulled out the razor, was about to start playing tic-tac-toe on my face, dog. The
Who
nigga was
bum rushed him?
I was Georgie, all the niggas that was out there, Ray, everybody.
Oh, word? I didn't know that.
Man, call Georgie on the fucking phone, nigga.
I didn't know
I
that.
would look totally different if them niggas wasn't out there, bro. This
Damn.
psychopath, this big crazy lethargic nigga just coming out the penitentiary. Yo. So like niggas
I
say it was
didn't know that shit,
it's one
man.
of the craziest moments and shit, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the craziest moments. I probably was about 16, 17 and shit. But like
Yeah,
I
we
said,
was
yeah,
kids, man. He was kids. He was
we
a
was
grown
kids
ass
and
man,
shit.
though, son.
Yeah, son was a
Yeah,
grown
he was a
fucking
grown
man. The
ass
nigga
man.
did more time in jail than we had been on the planet and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That
you
nigga
right.
did
You fact.
25 years. I was only about 16, 17. Like,
Yeah,
all
you
right,
right
you know
about
that.
that.
But we lived and we learned, you know what I'm saying? We lived and we learned. But like I said, you know, that after I realized that it was a problem, you know, I stopped trying to that's when my cousin Jay came up and shit. From DC and shit. And Jay was living with us. Remember my cousin Jay? And he stole
Yeah.
my Gucci. He stole the Gucci sweater I stole on Fifth Avenue, and stole it to the Jamaicans. I go around to the fucking Jamaicans to the game room.
Yeah.
I see this nigga with the same Gucci sweater that I got in my fucking closet. I just look at this nigga. I run
So, so,
home.
so
This,
did you put your cousin on that shit too?
nah, when I see Jay was living in Philly. He was in Philly. He
Yeah,
was
but he
already
came home. I
he
know you want to get high with you. Come on, son.
nah
You put
he
everybody
Jay
on. You just said everybody. You
nah
influenced everybody.
Jay was blowing already, man. I mean the shit was full fledged and shit. You know, Jay was already blowing and shit. He was trying to keep it from me, and I was trying to keep it from him. And then one day, nigga just said, "Oh shit, son, what's that?" You know what it is, nigga. Fuck you think? I was like, oh, let me get some. You don't smoke this shit. Yes, I do. You know, but it was like, it was a bit, it was, that shit became before it was an epidemic, before it was on television, it's an epidemic, crack sweeping the nation. I was already getting off of that shit. I had wound up going to jail in DC. I went with him down there. They were selling the nickels of crack for $25 and the dimes was going for 50. I couldn't believe it. We was going right there on Schenectady in the basement. Kali and them niggas, they had the tall boys, they had the long bottles and shit. We was selling them shits in DC for $25 for one nickel
Mm.
and selling the dimes for 50. I said, you know what? I told my pop went in on this. Shout out to Mr. D. Niggas know my pop, one of the realest niggas that I ever fucking met. That when niggas came up for mystery night throwing eggs at the building, Pop pulled out and started clapping at niggas. Bang, 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 hitting at niggas. You know what I'm saying? You remember my father
Yeah,
went to jail in front of
yeah,
Unity for shooting up the block
yeah,
and all that shit.
yeah.
This shit in my veins from early. Like I'm raised by real niggas. This shit in my cloth. This shit I'm cut from that cloth, like that real nigga cloth. And a lot of y'all niggas talking about y'all cut from that cloth. You fucking lying, because it ain't enough of that cloth to go around for every fucking body to be cut from this shit. When we talking about that real nigga cloth, niggas. You niggas, a lot of you niggas ain't built like that. A lot of you niggas run was 30 days, was 1 year. Niggas took a little bit of money and that was it. Niggas caught one little slap on the wrist and your fucking reign of terror was over, nigga. We still reign supreme. We still out here terrorizing, not no more, but niggas were still terrorizing shit, you know what I'm saying? For a
Appreciate
hundred
you,
years,
Toss. Word up. The Toss in the
for,
building.
for 100 years, nigga,
So,
niggas
so,
been
so
terrorizing shit.
who these niggas you talking about, man? Who these niggas you talking about, man? You
So,
know what I mean? You know, I want to
uh,
know. That's what we here for. What these niggas you talking about?
okay. Um, so okay, that's one story where Dollar has some bullshit happen to him in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, so now I'm trying to get off that shit. So I figure instead of smoking that shit, you let me start selling it, because now I see where all my money is going, and I see where everybody's money is going, not just mine. Like, yo, if you was on the other side, son, you'd be killing them right now. So we go to DC. I'm down there getting it for a minute. Me and Jay still smoking. He don't want to get off this shit. Always had a hell of a mind. Like I could always just turn shit off like a light switch. Like I stopped drinking when I was 28 and then start back drinking until I was 48 for 20 years. Like if I don't
Yeah.
want to do something no more, this when I got the job with Bell Atlantic before the merger with GTE, when it became Verizon, stayed
Okay.
there till I took the early retirement. I was a second level supervisor for one of the greatest Fortune 500 companies in the United States. Like I've done a
Productive.
lot, you know what I'm saying? Raised a family, like I said, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But so now when I'm down there in DC, I get knocked. The jump out boys come. We on Peabody, we on Georgia Avenue and Peabody Street. I think we in Southwest or something like that. This is before Alpo get knocked out there and made it hot. He made it hot for everybody who was from New York. They was already going to war, the Washingtonians and the New Yorkers. That shit was when the mayor Marion Barry, when he got caught in the hotel room smoking crack while he was the mayor, that was our work the nigga was coming to grab. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Brooklyn niggas, Putio, Solomon, niggas that was out there, you know what I'm saying? That was really had shit going. Like, um, but the jump out boys came and grabbed just me and my cousin. And when I got knocked, I said, yo, how come y'all grabbed only us out of 20 people that's out here? He said, because a CI. That's when I learned what the confidential informer was. Because them niggas ain't want to go. The Washingtonians and the New Yorkers was so much
CI, huh?
bloodshed. Yeah,
Okay.
CI had called on us and shit. I had on a polo goose and shit. I think a white one with the stripes and all of that shit. So they gave them a good description. They knew exactly who to grab. Them niggas was out there on the strip looking dusty and dirty. You know what I'm saying? So as
Yeah.
soon as we came out there, you know what I'm saying? We started taking all the money, all the money. And them niggas ain't know how to get rid of us. They ain't want to go to war. You know what I'm saying? They seen how
Yeah.
many niggas from DC was getting knocked down. But when Alpo and them came out there, they seen some strips was making like 20,000 in the morning, 30,000 at night. So you got some blocks getting 50,000 a day. So when the New York niggas was running around, we pulling up in little 190E Benzes, we pulling up in 325 I BMWs and shit. Like niggas like, yo, y'all ain't gotta leave the block. We ain't gonna tell y'all can't make no money on y'all own block where y'all in y'all own hood. But the shit y'all sell, we want it to be ours. You know what I'm saying? Like the DC niggas is like, dude, we got Wayne Perry, we got Rayful Edmonds, like we got niggas out here we getting weight from. We gonna give it to you at a better number. But them DC niggas wasn't folding on their people, like, nah, we good. But we wanted that block. This block getting 20 grand in the morning, another 30, 40,000 at night. They had some blocks that was doing numbers and shit in DC. So a nigga block doing 50,000, 60,000 a day, niggas is coming for that. Niggas will tell you tomorrow, 1 o'clock, it better not be nothing out here, no work out here, nobody out here, or we gonna leave niggas dead. 1 o'clock the next day, niggas, New York niggas pull up on the strip. If niggas is out there, they just start hitting. Real live shit. So now the Washingtonians hitting back. Bang, 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 bang. Here come the police. They jump out. They hit it. Both niggas will stop going to war with each other and go to war with the law. Hitting at the police. Then after them niggas is dead, then they start going back to war, hitting each other. So that shit went on for a long time in DC. There's gang wars between the Washingtonians and the New Yorkers and shit. It wasn't even the shit that Alpo did that had them mad at us. It was the way that we thought we were just gonna run down her, and we was getting a lot of money in DC too. This is before them Harlem niggas. Brooklyn niggas was already out there and shit. Mencio and them niggas and shit like niggas was
Yeah.
already in DC getting it. You know what I'm saying? So 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 so
Shout out to Frankie Boo, man. Coming home
shout out to
soon,
Frank.
man.
Shout out to Frankie Wu. That's my son for
FB
life,
and
man.
touchdown soon, you heard?
My son
The
for life.
Session TV.
Yo, I seen the nigga. I seen the nigga when they was taking him away, man. Frank can tell you when he get there, he gonna tell you the nigga dollars ready to pop on motherfucking on the niggas with the sheriff badges with the star shit, like the niggas that come get you. I had the diversion. I had my little son with me and shit, man. He was like, nah, dog, don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. I gave niggas my ID. You walk out the courthouse and all that shit. Like I got so many jail stories to tell, man. I remember me and Clay was locked up. Me, Clay, and Ray, and all of us. Let me get back to the story. So now, when the jump outs came and shit, and they came and grabbed us to CI, everything, boom, I get booked. I'm going through the intake and shit. You know what I'm saying? And some little niggas coming back from court from the Bronx and
What's
shit.
the intake? What's the intake?
At the DC jail, DC County Jail and shit. 'Cause we got
Okay, so
locked
you're
up.
going through the
We got
process.
yeah. So
Okay,
some
okay.
little niggas from the Bronx, they just coming back from court and shit. One nigga named Toy and another nigga named Dondi. These little niggas, 14 years old. They was riding around in convertible Beamers and Benzes and shit. They was out there getting money with some niggas from the Bronx and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had a little team out there and shit. So I'm like, damn, them niggas just came back from sentencing. I asked the little nigga, well, what the judge, what the judge gave? Nigga said, nigga gave me natural life. Little 14-year-old little nigga, he said, the judge gave me natural life. I said,
Hey,
fuck you talking about, natural life? What's that? Nigga said, gave me 100 years. He said, that's 100 years right there, old head. I'm looking at this little nigga like, you can't be serious. I said, for what? He said, for a bunch of cop bodies, man. They had to put them on somebody, man. So anybody get locked up from New York, they like, fuck it, man. Put them on the New Yorkers, man. We just got caught up, man. Niggas railroaded us, man. I said, oh shit. And I looked at this man. I said, what they gave your man? He said the same thing. I said, damn, son, how old you is? Nigga said, I'm 13. The other nigga said, I'm 14. But you know, New York niggas, we go anywhere. We go out of town and get this money. Little niggas and shit. 14, 15 years old. We already on a mission. Like we already out the house. Back in them days, like the OG niggas, them niggas that was really like in control of the wave and all of that shit. That's all we wanted to do was get in tune, ride that wave. We wanted to be just like these niggas. Like, so when niggas said was trying to throw you under the wing, niggas ain't mind going under the wing. Niggas ain't mind being a crash dummy. Ain't mind being a flunky. But that's how you became a boss. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to take orders before you can give them. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't mind coming up through the ranks and that shit and all that shit that was going on. So that's a whole nother story and shit. The DC shit. I seen a nigga from Harlem, nigga get stabbed in they had us in open dorms and shit. It's like 50 niggas on one side and 50 niggas on the other side and shit. And then the bubble and all that shit in the middle and all that shit. They hit this nigga that we in the day room watching TV and it said breaking news. I think we was watching Happy Days or the Jeffersons or some dumb shit like that. And it was like breaking news. Washingtonians and the New Yorkers just had a shootout. 14th and W. 4 New Yorkers is dead. 6 Washingtonians is dead. 2 police. So then when they start putting the people pictures on the screen that's dead, and they put the Washingtonian niggas, nigga jumped up screaming, oh, that's my uncle. Another nigga screaming, they put another picture, oh, that's my brother, that's my cousin. So the Harlem nigga, they knew who was pumping on 14th and W. They knew who had that block and shit, who was the New Yorkers that was over there. And Son knew that they knew. They approached the nigga immediately, like, yo, you dying, bro. Like it ain't no going around it. Your peoples did my mans and them dirty. Fuck that, we killing you, nigga. So now if the tension is really rising and shit, I was running around. I'm in there smoking Love Boat. That's when everybody was smoking boat and shit. Nigga,
love
you know what I'm
boat.
saying? I
What's a
say
love
that
boat?
boat. The boat is see in New York. We call wet. We call angel dust because they put the embalming fluid with the parsley leaves. In DC, they put the embalming fluid on top of weed. So that's what
Dang,
they call
God,
it boat.
dang.
They call it boat. So that's what they was getting in the jail. Like niggas wasn't getting no weed in the jail when you can get some boat. You know what I'm saying? So the love boat was the big thing out there in DC back then and shit. Everybody was want to get on that boat and shit. Nigga killed himself climbing up the flagpole and shit one night. Shimmied all the way to the top and then waving at everybody, look at me, and fell right the fuck off and shit. Killed himself and shit. But now, so okay, the temperatures is flaring. They know your man has something. That's your man's and them people. But then we from New York, you know what I'm saying? If you from home, you know what I'm saying? Home, try to stick with home and shit. All them niggas is from Baltimore, from Maryland, from DC. You know what I'm saying? We out there I was in YC1. And then they sent me over Aquan, YC2. That's right across from Big Lawton. That Big Lawton, that Big Lawton was some whole other shit. Big Lawton was some other shit. But okay, I'm out there in Lawton now. They got me locked up in Lawton, Virginia and shit. When you get locked in DC, the prison is in Lawton. So I'm in Lawton now. These niggas, it's only a handful of New Yorkers there. So my man, shout out to Tuffy, shout out to Earl. These niggas that was from the '90s and shit. We became real good friends. They wound up knowing my people, my baby mom. And all her peoples, my baby mom used to run with a whole lot of girls in Midtown and shit. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? She's probably like, yo, leave my name out of this shit. Don't worry about it. That's still my nigga, love you to death. That's baby for life. That's baby for life. But um I wound up re-looking through pictures and shit. The way I got even found she was because I was going through them niggas photos from New York and I seen Andrea and Deli and Yolanda. I'm like, yo, how you know Deli and them? How you know Yolanda? He's like, yo, I know them and shit. Yo, I said, they live in the city, right? And he wound up was writing Andrea. So he wound up and Andrea used to live down the hall from my baby mom and shit. So I was like, yo, you can give me the address, tell her, yo, I want to write her and all that. And she wrote me, she sent her the address and shit, told me I could write her, whatever. I came home from jail and stayed with her for 20 years because we had lost the crib on St. John's, you know what I'm saying? So I had moved straight to Midtown with wifey and shit. You know, she
Oh,
became wifey and shit from them. So
okay.
shout out to my mans and them. But it was only three of them niggas, me and probably two other people, probably five of us in there from New York, and probably 500 of them niggas from DC. So the DC niggas is like, yo, we know y'all was hustling on Georgia Avenue, Peabody Street, some Saigon niggas and shit like that over there on that side. We know them niggas was hustling on that side. Like, yo, y'all, if y'all want to click up with your man, because y'all all from New York, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever, bro. Or even y'all niggas ain't gotta have nothing to do with this shit. But that nigga's dying, bro. I'm like, damn, son was cool as shit. I can't remember this nigga name, man. I really wish I did, man. I can remember this nigga name. But he held himself down that whole night. Like they asked if you want to check in PC and all. I ain't doing none of that shit. Fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I approach something like, how you want to do it though, bro? If you want niggas to, you know what I'm saying? You want home team to ride with you, niggas gonna ride, bro. Like whatever, man. We all we got. We here. We gotta hold each other down, niggas. Nothing but DC niggas around here. These niggas is like, what's good, bro? I feel the tension. Like everywhere I go, like I feel this shit, bro. Like, what are we doing, my man? He said, yo, Dollar, man, you ain't got nothing to do with this, man. You a low life nigga, man. Y'all niggas got a whole other story to tell, man. Like, nah, dude, like whatever gonna happen, man. I don't want to even drag y'all niggas in this shit. I was some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? My people violated. I got to pay for it, whatever. This nigga had two, in the kitchen how they got them big the soup pots. The soup pot be like this fucking big, like three
Yeah,
feet tall. So then they
yeah,
got the spoon with the big bowl on the bottom of the long thing, and with the
yeah,
hook that lean over the
yeah,
thing. So niggas take the bowl off and then sharpen up the shit and turn the shit into a sword. This nigga had two riot swords in the toilet. Then you shimmy the shit up in the toilet because it's flexible. You know what I'm saying? The nigga had two riot swords. The nigga had both of them shits in his the next day. The nigga put both of the fucking swords inside his motherfucking pants. He told them niggas, whoever got a problem with me after we lock out, meet me on the 30-yard line. And then we going on the football field and shit. Nigga said, meet me on the 30. Whoever got a problem with me, meet me on the 30. I don't mind dying right now today, but I swear on my mother, I'm taking half of y'all niggas with me. Whoever got a problem with me, meet me on the 30-yard line. We lock out.
yeah.
After child, niggas start hitting the motherfucking yard like they know it's on. Oh shit, these niggas about to do your man dirty. I don't know. They thought he was a motherfucking joke. This nigga pulled out that motherfucker. He went to the 30-yard line, turned around, got down on one foot. He pulled one of them. She got down on one knee. He pulled that shit out and stuck that shit in the motherfucking dirt and just looked at them niggas. 300, like it was like Spartan 300. Like he got 300 niggas coming at him at the same time. He down on one knee. He just kept pulling that shit out the dirt, sticking it back down. Pulling that shit out the dirt, sticking it back down. Nail one of them niggas crossed that 30-yard line. Nailed one of them niggas in that jail, came across that 30-yard line. Later on that night, they killed that boy in his sleep. When we got up in the morning, they was mopping the ceiling. This shit like a horror movie. Blood was skeeting every fucking where. This shit was all over the walls, all over the ceiling. The way they stabbed that nigga, they must have stabbed that nigga over 400 or 500 times, man. Went out like a gangster, you know what I'm saying?
Man. So you made it out of there.
Yeah, so I make it back to the block. Ready to slap the shit out of Big Boo and them niggas. Niggas ain't writing me nothing. Send me a dime. Fuck that. I'm tight. So, okay, now I come home from jail. My brother Ronnie. Damn. This nigga, man. Whole time I'm gone. The man out here is a mad fucking, he's a monster, Krill's head. Damn, Ron.
Crackhead.
That's my nigga though, man. He was gonna tell you he's gonna set the boy on fire and shit. Niggas beg me, don't chill, son, chill, man. That's the boy father. Don't do that, man. You know, but yeah, Ron was my nigga, man. Let's see, we had lost the crib on St. John's in Buffalo. So we had my pop had moved in with my Aunt Betty. We had a brownstone on Madison. Everybody know my Aunt Betty from Madison Avenue and shit, Big Betty. We from Quincy and Notion, between Bedford and Notion, and we from Madison between Malcolm X and Passion. You know what I'm saying? I've been the family house since before I was born and shit. So my pop, he moved in with my aunt on Madison. And all my clothes, he moved it over there too. Now my brother Ronnie, we got it's 5 floors in the brownstone and shit. Ronnie had the top floor and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Ronnie was smoking
I
though,
think
man.
I think I've been over there.
Yeah, you probably been on Aunt Claire and shit.
Yeah.
On Madison and shit. But Ron had smoked my whole fucking wardrobe, man. All the polo I had been collecting for so many fucking years. Niggas was telling me when I came home, the nigga was selling Gucci sweaters out here for $20. $2,000 sweaters for $20. They said, yo, nigga was out here selling your Gucci kicks and shit for $10, bro. Like the nigga was wild. They said my man Andre, shout rest in peace, my son Dev from the D sets and shit. My son Dre and shit, Devo. He had one polo goose, man. He said, yo, I wanted to give him $20 for this, man. Like, so I could at least salvage something, man.
Shout out to
But now,
D-Sets.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when I had went away, like I said, I was smoking, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little skinny ass nigga. Like all these niggas did was smoke. But when I came home from jail, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm the nigga doing push-ups every day and pull-ups every day and shit. I came home big as him. I wasn't that little skinny crackhead, little woolly head nigga that niggas remembered from back in the day and shit. This nigga dollar home now. This nigga like I must have went. Yeah, I must have went away probably. I must have went away. I was probably about 149 pounds. I came home probably
walking around like a silverback.
Probably I came home about 200 pounds now. So all the shit, even though I wanted to kill my brother, my father stopped me from killing a nigga. He told me, yo, you can always get more polo, nigga, but you can never get another older brother, man. That's your oldest brother, man. Fuck you mean you gonna do something to this nigga, man? I'm about to really murder this nigga. Dog, I'm in tears. I'm a grown fucking man. I done been to prison and everything. I'm sitting here in the fucking look. I opened the closet. It was empty. Just hangers swinging. Yo, where my shit? I opened the other closet. Yo, now I'm going crazy. I'm freaking the fuck out. I want to go out. I want to go to Union Square. A nigga home now. I think it's like 88. It's 89. It's like, it's 89 and shit. I'm home now and shit. It's the end of 89, like 88 or something. I forget around them and shit. But I'm home now and shit. I'm trying to get fly. I want to go to the club with y'all niggas and shit. I ain't got nothing to wear, bro. Where's my shit? I run upstairs and tell my father. My father say, yo, Dave, man, I ain't want to tell you this shit, man. You know your brother's getting high. What? What you mean if you're getting high? And he's getting high. The VCR is missing. We the 2 TVs. We had to replace 2 TVs. I said, oh my God. This shit done hit home. And no, I didn't start Ron smoking. Ron, I tell you, nigga just started smoking. It was the end thing, brother. it became the end thing. So like everybody was doing it. It wasn't just Polo
Yeah,
doing it.
that shit is
Everybody was
spreading
doing
all
it.
around.
But yeah, but that shit fucked up everything, man. And it really ruined it didn't ruin me and my brother. Rest in peace to my brother Ron. It didn't really ruin our relationship. But I didn't let that come between us, but I almost did. It was almost like I loved Ralph Lauren more than I love my own brother. Like dog, I will kill you for my clothes, nigga. For my shit, nigga. You talking to a bum nigga, dude. A fly broke bum nigga that I ain't had to pay nothing for $1 million wardrobe. And this nigga smoked my shit while I was sitting in prison. But okay, cool. Don't give a fuck about that. I did at the time. I had never wanted to kill nobody like I wanted to kill that nigga. My father stopped me, man. He was right, man. Can't do that to Ron, bro. That's your brother, man. And he was like, plus, wasn't you getting high? I said, yeah, but I was taking from I was robbing the motherfucking crackers, nigga. I wasn't robbing my own fucking people. I wasn't taking nothing from my people. I was helping my people, nigga. Giving them this thing half fucking price, nigga. But I ain't got to pay the full price. All I did was help motherfuckers. I ain't never taken nothing from nobody. Why nigga taking from me? Nigga had to realize calm as a motherfucker, eh? Stole all that shit, man. So it got stolen, bro. Charge it to the game, nigga. You a real nigga, man. You don't give a fuck about that. It's tangible, bro. You can go get all that shit tomorrow, nigga. Let a nigga get a piece popping. Let some nigga get some shit jinking. You right back at it. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up crying over it for a little while and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, I had got with wifey, and they was getting a couple of dollars. It's when people was fucking playing with the the magazines that you could order from and shit like that, the
Yeah,
catalog. That's what niggas was playing with the catalog. I'm coming home and shit. Baby was in the way. She had a little loop and shit. She was like, don't worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop crying over that dumb ass shit. I'll get you some clothes and shit. I was like, how you gonna get some clothes and shit like that? But then niggas start putting me on to the catalog. I don't know where they was getting the math at or how they was jinking with the, you know what I'm saying? But they was finding some type of math and making the call from the pay phones and shit. Boom, 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 boom. 3 days later, boom, everything you ordered is at the door. I'm like, oh shit. It wasn't no low shit, but at least I had something to wear, you know what I'm saying? So
right, right.
I'm starting off from the bottom, man. I ain't got nothing and shit. How you even Dave? Whoa, nigga, you ain't even got no flow, nigga. Like you Polo Dave from the Olo days. You the one who sparked the fucking wave, made this whole shit an infectious buzz. Like, damn, like, like, come on, like, where your low at, bro?
So that picture, right? That classic picture, Shorty 40 Kenny from Buffalo and St. John's, right? From Unity, same building. You had I think the Polo USA, and Kenny had the other one. What it was, yellow and blue.
Yeah,
Picture you
yeah,
just
yeah.
posted on social media.
Shout out to my son Shorty 140, you know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Like Kenny from my building, you know what I'm saying? I remember Kenny was going to 210 and I was going to Boys and Girls High, you know what I'm saying? And it was some nigga kept fucking with him that lived on Buffalo or some shit. And Kenny was a little short nigga. Your man was a little
Yeah,
tall, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Kenny was my little man though, you know what I'm saying? I don't think
yeah.
Kenny was G'ing yet. Now I don't think Kenny was G'ing with us yet. Yeah, Kenny was G'ing, he was G'ing. So now Kenny, like, yo, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up today, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. This nigga keep fucking with me, bro, man. Like, every fucking day, this nigga got something to say, man. Fuck that, man. I'm like, yo, chill, man. Who, what nigga, man? He's like, there you go, right there in the corner. I said, come on, let me go over there with you. So your man is my height, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, man. Let me go. I ain't square one off with these niggas in the hood yet. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably thinking, yo, something sweet with this nigga, tall, light, skinny, all skinny and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga ain't really know what it was hitting for and shit. Boom, I told your man, yo, Duke, man, look, it's my little man, yo. You had to leave that shit alone, man. He like, fuck that, man. Tell your little man to like do something about it or something like that. I said, I'm gonna do something about it. So Kenny, like, yo, chill, bro. You ain't gotta do that. I didn't know Kenny liked to fight like that.
Word
Like
up. Nigga love to
he
fight.
lives for this fucking moment. Like, I
Word
don't
up.
need
He
you,
love to
bro.
get down now.
But yeah, but we be slap boxing all day, every day, from the time we get up in the morning to the
Yep,
time we go to
yep.
bed. We throwing
All
our shit
day.
up. You can't even walk past a nigga. If you flinch, niggas really slapping the shit out you. Like niggas gonna do that, but you better not flinch, nigga. You flinch,
Word
it's
up.
all boop bop bing bing. So I'm already in tune with all of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas on Buffalo ain't saying nothing. So I told you, man, fuck it, I'll fight you. You know what I'm saying? On my mother, wicked him to tell you and all that shit. So 'cause I ain't even know Shorty 140 like the Rumble like that. And plus the dude was taller than him and shit. So me and your man got it
He
in.
don't
I
care.
think, yeah. I think we after we got it in and shit, smurfing them niggas, Lil Floyd or Donnie D. I think
Yeah,
Dontez,
yeah. Shout out
one
to
of them niggas.
Floyd.
After a while, niggas broke it up and shit like that. It was cool. The niggas slapped each other. Fire. They go to the same school. You know what I'm saying? It was cool and shit. Yeah, man. I mean, it was cool. We rumbled. We got our thing off and everything, and that was that. But I
Yeah.
shot the nigga first fair one for him. He was tight after that. On that same corner, Kenny gets shot in the fucking back of the leg. Don almost gets shot in the fucking head. That's in the building. Oh, that when
Oh,
niggas was grabbing and Novella in them
I
building and
was
shit like
there,
that.
nigga. I was the one helped Kenny out the hallway. I was in front of the
Yeah,
building.
cause we had
Yeah,
just
and I
got
heard
from
the
the
shot.
they had the
And
spot in
Kenny,
the
yeah,
shit.
matter of fact, that's
They had
right.
the spot. We was going
You
to
and Kenny,
grab
yeah, you and
and
Kenny
Don
went up in the
and Don
spot.
and we was in your man had a light bulb in front of his crib because he had a wire going. The building
Yeah,
was abandoned, so we was under
yeah, the
his
building
crib
was
trying to see how.
abandoned. Yeah,
So we was talking too loud. We was like, let me see it, let me see it. Nah, let me see it, let me see it. No, give it to me, give it to me. So the nigga came out. He said, I'm tired of you niggas in front of my
yeah.
fucking house. We like, oh shit. Pew. We tried to jet down the hall. Don dove down, past Kenny, past me. Kenny was in the back, but Kenny. So I get down the stairs. Don rolls down the stairs. Boom, the gun went off. Kenny got shot. You dare help Kenny get out the fucking building and shit. You know, it been so many times, yo. When
Yeah,
it
he
comes to my
came hopping out the
testimony,
building and shit.
yeah, when it comes to my testimonies, man, when we talk about life and death, like life-threatening experiences, I know I got a guardian angel with me, man. I would have been dead. I would have been dead so many times, bro. If I just go to half the testimonies, niggas would be like, damn, this nigga must be this nigga something else. He's definitely blessed, like a child of God. Like he's definitely highly favored and heavenly blessed, bro. Definitely, anybody who know me will tell you, yo, this nigga is definitely blessed, bro. You know, I've been through all kinds of shit, the worst shit, and survived everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a nigga go from a motherfucking woolly head, smoking and all that shit, then you wind up a second level supervisor for a Fortune 500 company. After
Yeah.
you come home on state parole, I was still on parole when I got the job. I had to walk off a nickel from the case in PA when they gave me 7 years for a shoplifting beat. Now this shit was unheard of. The whole state penitentiary could not believe that you sitting here for boosting. You stole what? And they gave you what? They gave you what? 7 fucking years for what? Shoplifting. What the fuck you stole, nigga? Some hockey jersey. Like nigga said, yo, nah, yo, this shit ain't enough. Yeah, they railroaded me. Shout out to the faggot motherfuckers in Pennsylvania. That's why they call it the Pennsylvania Railroad. Faggot niggas railroaded me and shit. It's cool.
Dang.
But yeah, that's another story. I was with Frizz, cousin Mike, the nigga Say, you know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to Frizz Low.
Shout
Shout out
out
to
to
Mike.
Frizz, my Conrad, you know what I'm saying? But so like I
So you
said,
sat
I got a
so you
million real
sat
nigga
down for
stories.
7 years?
Nah. You know, Dollar don't play them games, man. You know the fuck I am, man. I became a fucking lawyer immediately, dog. I'm in the law clinic every day, nigga. First, but it was good. Like I said, I ain't get arrested. I got rescued. And plus, you know, some niggas wanted to kill me around that time and shit. And I would have killed some niggas and shit. And it was better because the same day we was going to look for these niggas with the calico, my man had just gave us the calico and shit. And we about to go kill these niggas, man. And we was like, fuck it. My man Say had the Mitsubishi Montero, the 94, N94, when it first came out, the big box shit. Frizz was like, yo, we went looking for niggas and shit. We ain't see niggas. On God, that ass. The one nigga, the first night we go looking for niggas, I got Dice with me. The nigga that started all this shit. Corny. I ain't gonna say a whole lot about it. These niggas started all this shit with these niggas and shit. These niggas was my mans too, like, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas done rolled on me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas try to murder me and shit. So we spinning now. We want to get back. We only got one gun. Me and nigga, we spin the block. We coming up. We spin the block. Me and Ray fighting over the gun. Ray like, nah, nigga, you start shooting. Them niggas start shooting back. How the fuck you driving? And you shooting? No, let me get the gun. Let me get. I'm like, nah, give me the gun. Give me the. He like, nah, fuck that. Give me the gun. So then the bitch ass nigga in the back seat and shit. He like, yo, fuck that, man. I done been up north, man. I done been around niggas doing life in prison, man. Been around niggas down for murder. I ain't going to jail, man. I ain't going back to jail for no shit like this, man. Let me out the fucking car, man. I'm looking at this nigga like, what, nigga? I'm looking at this nigga like, nigga, you got me in this shit, nigga. Fuck that. You gonna watch me kill one of these niggas. Fucking stupid. He like, nah. Let me out the car, bro. I'm telling you, man. Y'all go ahead. So he opened the door. I got the automatic lock, locking the shit back. Yo, Ray, what's wrong with your man? Like, yo, dude, if this wasn't for you, we wouldn't even be in this shit. You getting niggas slapped in the head with 40 miles, all kind of stuff shit. Because niggas don't like your bitch ass, nigga. Fuck you mean you going somewhere? You gonna watch me kill one of these niggas. Niggas stood on top of my car, let off the whole motherfucking clip, shot my shit up 13 times while I'm sitting in it, nigga, because of some shit you did, nigga. Fuck you mean you ain't going? You gonna go with us tonight, nigga. So we about to spin the block. We see one little nigga out there, that's son brother. Like, he ain't had nothing to do with it. Fuck that. That's man, he ain't had nothing to do with it. Fuck that. He killed the closest one to him and shit. This is they shot after they shot me up. You know what I'm saying? 13, got my shit up 13 times. God was with me. Like I said, I'm blessed. I wound up living. But the next day, they
So
shot
you ain't
Fred.
get hit. You ain't get hit there, right?
Not one bullet hit me.
God damn, bro.
I left Frizz there. I left Frizz there beefing with the niggas and shit. So now my shit is bullet riddled though. The headrest is on fire. There's holes going all through the whole fucking car and shit. Like I said, from the cotton in the seats, I had to put the fire out. Bullet holes through the rear view mirror, the back window. I had got under the fucking whole fucking car, and it was a stick shift. I was already in first gear. All I had to do was take my foot off the fucking clutch, and the shit was going to take off and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was, and I wasn't parked. I was double parked. And I'm telling Frizz, come on. He's like, nah. I'm going to squash this shit, man. And the nigga jumped up and said, man, he said, we're going to dead this shit. Dollar ain't no sucker. He going to give all y'all niggas a fair one. One by one, y'all going to fight this nigga and it's over. Nigga said, this shit ain't never going to be over, nigga. So that nigga's dead. If I don't kill him, Hank gonna kill him. And if he don't kill him, Hank gonna kill him. And if he don't kill him, Hank gonna kill him. So I'm like, oh shit, these niggas talk about killing. And no friends, they don't want to fight, man. Come on, they got in the car. This shit real, this is real shit. Nigga shit going down, bro. Friends still rapping like he gonna get me a fair one with niggas. These niggas done told you, man, if you don't kill him. So now another nigga, I ain't even know the nigga and shit. You know what I think I haven't talked about that nigga, but I don't even know the nigga. I never really met him and shit. But I guess he was trying to get down with the team, get on the team or whatever. He was, I don't know what it was about. Next thing, the shots go. He said, yo, anybody want something from the Chinese restaurant? Looking at this nigga, you ain't treating nobody to dinner. I looking through the rear, I look through the side mirror. I see the nigga pulling out. I look through the back window. I see the shit coming up. That's when I went under the fucking thing and just took off. All I heard was tink, 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 tink. Niggas bullet riddled the whole fucking car. I make it to Schenectady, eat the fucking red light at the man. I make it to the next block, eat the light. I make it to the next block on Troy. I spin. The D's is on me and shit. The lights is because I guess they see me eat the light. So the D's gets on me and shit. Yeah. So now the D's pull me over and shit. They see the car shot the fuck up and everything. They searching me for. They thinking I was in a shootout or something like that. And they searching. I ain't got no gun, man. What you talking about? Nah, they was having a shootout. I just was driving by. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, man. I don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just thanking God I'm alive. So they start checking me for bullet wounds and see if I got hit. I wasn't hit nowhere. They couldn't believe it. They was like, God damn, you must have had a guardian angel just come out and shield me till all the gunfire was gone and then left. You know what I'm saying? They was like, we can't believe not one bullet hit you and shit. I was like, man, I'm going the fuck home, man. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Them niggas, man, they're crazy as shit. So now I ain't want to leave Frizz. So I go down to the next block. I think couldn't go down Sterling. So I go down in Park Place. I come back up. And when I come around, I see When I come back around the corner, I see all the niggas out there on the corner.
Yeah.
Now, Big Blood, that nigga lift his shirt up, had the big ass #7, big 357 on his shirt. He said, "Yeah, nigga, what you came back for some more, motherfucker?" So then when he looked, he seen the D spinning the block, put his shirt over his shit. So the D's was like, "So you came back, you came back." He said, "You see it, you came back for revenge." They start searching the car and all of this shit and all of this. I told her I ain't got no gun. I came to get my man. I just came to get my man. My man Fred. So I just came to get my man. So he was like, "Yo, do you see any of them out here? Do you see any of them out here that would had anything to do with it?" I was like, "Nah, bro. I don't see none of these niggas." I'm looking dead at the main nigga like, and he just showed me the #7. What you want, more, nigga? I was like, damn. But the police was like, "You don't see none of them out here die, bro. I don't see none." He's still my mans and shit at the end of the day. I still can't believe what just happened. But I grew up with these niggas my whole fucking life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm blown away by this shit. I'm still in the daze because before that, I had just came through and gave a nigga a fair. One nigga pulled out the razor and start cutting me, or cut up my belly and all that shit. I'm coming to give niggas a you know what I'm saying? We
Where?
go back to that. We don't want to talk
Where?
about that was the warrant. That was the warrant. We don't want to talk about the warrant. We want to
Yeah, I
save that.
remember
We
that.
want to say,
I
yeah, we
remember
want to say
that.
because that's a juicy story, and we don't want because that's gonna help the listeners get in tune for part 2. But let's save
Right,
that
no
because
doubt.
that's a juicy tale and shit.
Yeah,
But I mean,
definitely.
but I ain't give a fuck because we was raised like that. Going, you know, we was fighting our whole life, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas were going chop for chop, stab for stab. I mean, me and you went
That's
stab for
that.
stab. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you cut Mario and Mario cut you, you stabbed me, I stabbed you. Like niggas will pull out and poke your ass, nigga. What I just said, get away from me, nigga. I ain't slapping you no more. Now I'm poking you,
Right.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, nigga.
Right.
Like we was crazy and shit. Niggas would fight all night, fight all day, go drink beers all night. They ain't give a fuck. That's how we grew up, man. You was scared, nigga. You couldn't run with the team. You couldn't even come on the block. You couldn't even come around the way, nigga. You getting stripped. Take that shit the fuck off. Who the fuck is your man? Who the fuck sanctioned this nigga? Take this nigga shit. Get that shit to the home. Like nigga, what? We regulated this shit, dog. Like
That's that,
that shit,
man.
that shit, yo, from North Philly, like when niggas was knocking niggas out, writing niggas names, 12th Street, 1200, with niggas' blood and shit, and their own blood. Like that's how that shit became Badland. That's how that shit became Beirut. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beirut. We gotta shout
Yeah,
out the Root. We gotta shout out the Root, man. The real substance. Like before Dollar moved to Brooklyn, back to Brooklyn, because I'm born in Brooklyn. But them niggas had me already. I was already living in the trenches. Like I said, I was down in North Philly. This is a boxing town. Like everybody from Philly, you gotta know how to box. You live in Philly, you know what I'm saying? You can't
yeah.
pump gas, you
Shout out
can't
to
pack
Philly,
bags,
man.
you know what I'm
PA to
saying? You know what I'm
Philly.
saying? So you had to have a little bit of toughness with you and shit. You couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't be no fucking sucker, nigga. Not running around in the motherfucking ghetto, dog. Take your motherfucking bitch ass somewhere. You ain't go to the fucking house. Stay in the house, nigga. That's why they made sidewalks, because the streets ain't for everybody, kid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Facts,
see the
nigga.
brand? Y'all see this shit? Living Legends, nigga. Y'all see this shit? Living Legends, nigga.
Yo,
SJPP. Y'all forget?
tell them about them books, man. Them books you got, man. About to
Yeah.
drop.
We got some stories, man. We got some authentic shit, man. Some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the same stories that you used to. I know y'all been read a lot of books and heard a lot of different stories from a lot of different people, but them ain't, you know, I ain't gonna say from their side or from their side but niggas ain't heard our side. You know what I'm saying? Our side as a whole is the side that made other niggas want to ride. You know what I'm saying? We started the wave, you know what I'm saying, that turned into a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't start nowhere but on the Johns, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't, if you, and like I said, this shit started with thievery. Because what really brought everybody together was the MI. Niggas ain't come together because you wore polo, because we want to take pictures, because these niggas look good. And nah, man, that shit ain't had nothing to do with it, man. What unified niggas and brought niggas together was the MI. If you wasn't going to take no money, you wasn't going with us.
You're right. You ain't gonna
What
be
you
around us
spectating?
lingering around.
What you came to spectate? You mind? So, come on. So,
Shout out to the United Rolling Network. Go
yeah,
see
yeah,
my
yeah,
boy
yeah.
Ralph the Giant, man. He reads.
Yeah,
Ralph
yeah, cause
reads.
see, yeah, I'm
You
waiting
know
for
what
Ralph.
I'm saying?
I want him to narrate the book and shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the Book of Thieves because I want our story before it's watered down. Like I do shout out 50 Cent for introducing the low life to the world on a global scale. When he introduced us in his drama series Rain and Caden in 2021. I think I'm correct on that. Shout out to France Lowe for providing the wardrobe and everything. But
No doubt.
but when our story is told, I would like for our story to be told correctly by somebody who can cover the facts, that who knows the real truth, who was there from the beginning, not who strayed into the mob and who came in after. But I think the story should be told by somebody that was there from like the beginning. Like I said, like not what I'm saying? And I do feel that I think I could tell the story because like I really help. I'm like the thread of this shit, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people became the glue to help keep it together. But the fabric of the culture, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna tell the story, but I want a lot of people to get the book so y'all could really get to the knit of the grit. Like, well,
What's the name of the book again, man? Shout out the name of the book again.
the Book of Thieves.
The Book of Thieves, y'all.
Hmm. The
Official
dollar bill,
tissue.
the dollar bill edition. Now, each one of the now I don't want to just be my story because dollar didn't make low life was a group as a what gradually came together as a group of people. So I think all of the founding fathers who actually helped build the foundation that this whole but you got so many chapters and so many more chapters to
So
come
so
with
so so who is the founding fathers, man?
well,
Who is the founding fathers who is the founding fathers to you?
I I don't want to leave nobody out.
Nah, nigga, it's from you, from your perspective. You ain't leaving
I,
nobody. You gonna be like, yeah, that nigga, him, and that nigga is the pillars, the foundation of all this shit and everything just do.
like I said, this shit was built on thievery. So who was there in the beginning? Who was there putting in that work? Who was there
Man, you
getting?
sound like these motherfucking politicians, man. I
Nah,
asked you a simple, straight ass question, and now you going around the block, around the corner, up the fucking fire escape. Pick
right.
these niggas out
Talk
from your
about it.
perspective, nigga. You been in a circle, nigga, digging and running and shaking and baking, nigga. I mean, yo, these the niggas. These the niggas right here. Come on, man. You been biting your tongue all day, dollar.
Yo,
We
listen,
from the
stop. How the
streets,
fuck I'm
nigga.
biting my tongue? I gave these niggas real nigga stories and shit. Get the
Yo,
fuck out of here. I
yo,
could have talked about throwing
yo.
garbage cans through jewelry store windows, digging pockets on
Who,
Wall
who,
Street,
who the
snatching diamonds in the
foundation,
diamond
bro?
district. Fuck all of that shit, huh? Fuck is you talking about, beloved?
Yeah,
I got
yo,
stories, nigga. But I ain't
yo.
even. I'm going off of your storyline. Like, 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 you want me to make these niggas famous?
Oh, so that's what it is.
He
Okay,
said, make. He said,
okay,
make them niggas famous, dollar. Nah. They
okay,
already.
okay,
Nah, nah,
okay, okay. That's how you
nah,
look
nah,
at it, sir?
nah, nah, nah,
Man,
nah, nah, nah,
you
nah, nah,
gotta
nah,
give
nah.
niggas they flowers, man, while they
I'm
here, man.
trying
It ain't
to,
nothing,
but you
it
won't
ain't
let
about
me,
that.
beloved. Now
You
I
know
know
what I'm
who was
saying?
there. I'm gonna tell you who the founding fathers was. Who the founding fathers of the low lifes or the founding fathers? Well, if it
Come on, you
wasn't
ain't making no sense, son. There's only one founding fathers, and it's the founding fathers of the roots, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the roots is not low life, okay? That's not the roots of the polo culture, that whole culture. You get it? So go ahead and start. I'm listening, nigga. Now, if you just want to say the low lives, then
yeah, because we got to clarify who we talking about. Because I don't want people to get the misconception,
and that's
like,
why I asked you from your perspective. This is your platform. So I'm asking you, You said, yo, the founders of the fallen, whatever. Who
The
is that?
founding father, the
Who that?
founding fathers, the founding fathers,
Founding fathers. Who that? Who is that?
starting with
Or this
myself,
whole culture? Or
starting
the
with
whole group? Who?
starting with well, you was there from the start. I was there from the
Okay.
start.
Big Boo,
Frizz was there.
Dollar.
Big
Who?
Big Boo, Dollar, Cat Mike, uh, Jappy Just, uh, G George, Hector, Little Lisa, Cat Michelle, Ron the Don, uh, Batman. Shout out Otis. You know what I'm saying? Like people that they
Word
never
up,
heard before.
SJP.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
That's it. That's it.
nah. See, it's a
Well,
lot.
you can't name
Not
them
not
and
I can't
forget about.
I can't no, but like I
You,
said, so
you said,
we started this shit in like 82, 83. By 84, you know what I'm saying? The shit was really now we got hundreds of niggas wanting to run with it. By 85, we was already the Polo, you know what I'm saying, the whole Polo thing and shit. By 86, we was Ralphie kids. Then by that shit lasted for 2 years. Then by 88, it was low lights and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like from the start of it, it was only really a handful of us, you know what I'm saying? It was me, Frizz, AV and them wasn't really G'ing with us. Like Brick and them wasn't like a lot of niggas. This is like a lot of niggas wasn't. They was there, but they like I said, even Bill wasn't coming off the stoop. Like my sister ain't. A lot of niggas wasn't G'ing with us when we first started G'ing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they did help formulate the culture as time went on. Little Kenny, Shorty 140. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of motherfuckers there. Yeah, when we started running around in them stores and shit, taking it, I think those are the forefathers of the culture. Like I said, because the culture was built on thievery. So if you wasn't taking no money, you couldn't run with the team. So it was like, you know, I remember was Frank running with us already? Frank wasn't really running with G and with us and shit like that. But Frank is definitely a forefather of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Buff, shout out to, Luca. You know what I'm saying? Even though got a nigga to damn near kill me, still salute you, bro. 2L's for life and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care about the shit that happened back in the days when I was coming up as a fucking kid. All that shit did was made me the man that I am today, nigga. I appreciate all that shit. Feel me? But
right.
I don't want to leave nobody out. I know Bezo was there. Bezo 40s. Shout out to Bezo 40s and shit. That was some crazy shit.
So yeah,
Nigga B.
definitely, man. Bezo 40, man. That's my
Hey,
bro, son.
was you there when Bezo tried to rob B Bill for the Gucci glasses? And Bill cut Bezo 150 stitches in the
Yeah.
face.
Me and B Bill just came off of me, son. We just
That
came from
wasn't
out
you.
of
That
town.
was no. Oh yeah. But I'm talking about the Gucci glasses. He G. That was me. Him and Ray just came off of me. And Bill snatched the Gucci glasses on the A train. I told her as soon as I seen the Vic, I told him there she go right there. Bill snatched the glasses and jumped off on he jumped off the A on I think Fulton Street and jumped on the 4 train. So we wound up getting off on Utica. By the time we walked up the hill, Bezo had told Bill, "Let me see them shit, son," and Bill gave it to him. So Bezo was like, "Oh shit, you know how niggas used to play with niggas back in the day, throw your
Yeah.
shit up the back or pass off or some shit." Bezo was like, "Oh, you dead on these shits, dope. Fuck out of here." So Bill was like, "Yo, B, stop playing, man." Because Bill was still coming up. He was still coming up in the ranks. He was still Cat Mike. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even boosting Billy yet. You know what I'm saying? Bill's still coming up in the ranks. Like you said, you chase nigga all the way to task guy. Like you got to prove yourself, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bill became the
Yeah.
wildest nigga. Bill became wilder than everybody. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck how wild you was, nigga. You wasn't wilder than Bill. You like got one or two niggas,
Word
but yeah,
up. That
wasn't wilder
nigga.
than Bill, nigga. Like niggas will say what they want to say about Bill. I watch niggas fight 10 niggas at the same time, get jump niggas by
Yeah.
himself. Like that nigga beat up three, four niggas
Yeah,
by
he
himself.
going out. My
Bill was a
nigga
crazy
going out.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, Bezo was like, "What, you dead on these shits?" And but Bezo was only playing because you know Bezo was my partner and shit, man. That's me and Bezo went out every day. I ain't go out with nobody else, but we was Moke Macking and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was my
Uh-huh.
partner. We go G in all day, then we go, you know what I'm saying, do our thing later on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah,
I was kind of fucked up. I know Bezo wasn't trying to rob my nephew. You know what I'm saying? But Bill was just tired of niggas playing with him. Like, I'm gonna make an example out of the next motherfucker that play with me. And he told niggas that. I'm tired of y'all niggas playing with me. We was already going chop for chop. We just said that niggas already going stab for stab. So we not playing with each other no more. We ain't slap
right.
boxing no more, bro. This shit done got real now, nigga. Stop playing with me. Niggas ain't taking nothing from you, bro. Nick, let a nigga think he taking something. So the nigga Bezo was like, "Oh, you dead on these Gucci's? I'm taking these shits to the scale right now. Probably get about $300 from or something." Nigga Bill said, all you heard was Orange Razor just came out of nowhere.
Shit was real back then, bro.
That was my best fucking friend. I'm looking at my nephew like, how the fuck you just cut my best friend in the face like that, dog? This nigga gotta go get over 300 fucking stitches in his fucking face. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, damn, nigga, I left you for 5 fucking minutes, man. Damn, you can't make it to the fucking block without doing some dumb ass. Nah, fuck that. The nigga was trying to play me dollar. Yo, bro, chill, my nigga. There's nobody trying to play. Yo, B, you trying? He was like, no, man, you know I was playing with the nigga, dog. Look at that Bill. Like, so now these niggas from down the hill, they want to come up the hill. Somebody get in touch now. You know what I'm saying? They done cut the boy Bezo all the fuck in the face. Who that dialing them people? Dialing them. Why the fuck is my name coming up in all this nut ass shit, man? Fucking with Bill. That nigga dragged me. Yo, one time nigga called me. He got niggas and he in the back of the car. Niggas got 6 guns on the nigga head. He swearing, yo, Dollar, my uncle, man. It's my uncle, man. I know the niggas in Philly. Like I said, I grew up in Philly. I went to elementary school in Philly, junior high school in Philly. I know all the niggas in Philly. I grew up in fucking Philly. So the niggas that got him in the car, they about to murder this nigga. Building did some dumb shit out there. They like, yo, Dollar, man. Yo, Dave, man. Yo, Dave, you know this nigga, man? I think that's my sister's fucking firstborn. This is my fucking nephew, man. So yeah, I know the nigga, man. That's my fucking family. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, you Dollar, man. Yo, this nigga, man. Yo, we about to kill this nigga, man. Yo, Duke, yo. They fell in love with Bill because he was a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't never met a nigga like that before. Whatever he had did was some shit that they ain't never seen before. They couldn't even imagine a nigga would even do some shit like that. Like, I think Bill slapped the nigga grandmother, then slapped his mother, then slapped the door. Like, he just was going down the line, slapping the shit out the whole family. Like, slap the shit out of everybody in your family, and then go do the shit. So they about to kill this nigga Bill, man. That's nigga, I got him out of that shit. But yeah. And I don't want to glorify none of these moments and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not proud of a lot of shit that we did. And I would
Right.
like to take a moment to apologize for the foul acts and a lot of things we did as children coming up. You know what I'm saying? But because now we adults, we don't look at life the same way we did when
Right.
we was kids. For the people that's out
Exactly.
there that's looking like, I don't want you niggas looking like, oh, this ignorant motherfucker, he ain't got no sense. Nah, dude. It ain't got nothing to do with that. What it really got to do with is just telling the story. Like I said before, you know, I do appreciate the board putting us out there, but you're not going to tell our shit correctly. Don't tell it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get the true facts from a nigga who could really give you the grassroots, who was really there when it really started, how it really happened, the team, the niggas that was there. Like, I might have missed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was shout out the OGs that paved the way for us, but them niggas wasn't G'ing. Them niggas was straight robbing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Smurf,
Right.
you know, Sean Dew, Spunk, Dantes, Marblehead, them niggas. Like, not them, they wasn't really, they're not like Donnie D did it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was a lot of niggas. Mario, can't forget, was going on me eyes with us every day and shit, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of niggas that was there. Shy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Jappy
we gonna
Just,
keep
brother.
on going, son. Little Ant,
You know what I'm saying?
Munlo,
Yeah,
you
money and all them
just
niggas.
got Kurt the
Like a
Glue.
lot of,
We just keep on
yeah,
going.
it's a lot of
And
niggas that
you
paved the
know what
way.
I'm saying?
But who
So,
was the first? Who was the first pound puppies from Utica? It was Georgie, Hector, and Big Boo, and Otis. and Ron. And from Buffalo, it was me, Kenny, E-Yuck, Frizz, Ray. Ray was going out. Ray Low definitely. Shorty 140. You know, we had the little team. It was only probably about a handful of us, 10 of us. 10 of us turned to 10 fucking thousand. It's like 10,000 motherfuckers now running around screaming this low like shit. Like that shit started with a handful of niggas from the neighborhood. It shit started with a family of friends that turned into something more, you know, more extraordinary than we could ever had imagined, bro. And that's the beautiful thing about this whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? We came up in poverty, man. You know what I'm saying? So if niggas could get to understand, then times was way different. Everything was gloomy. Everything. Some spots in the Bronx looked like a third world country. Like the whole neighborhood was abandoned. It was nothing but vacant lots. It was not even abandoned buildings on there, just vacant for blocks and all that. Like this
Yeah.
shit looked like it got
Right.
hit by
Yeah.
poverty. Poverty was a motherfucker, man.
You
You
right
know what I'm
about that
saying?
shit.
Niggas was standing on cheese lines, man, for butter
Word
and
up. Powder
powdered
milk and
milk.
shit.
You putting
Hell
powdered
yeah.
milk and shit in the shopping cart, taking that shit back to the crib. And
Word
butter,
up.
you had the cheese that you put in the oven. It should take a half an hour for that shit to melt. Like, why this shit ain't melting? This shit, the fuck type of cheese is this? You know what I'm saying? Niggas came up with some rough times, you know what I'm saying? And we wasn't the type of niggas where, you know, they say, yeah, we
He
gotta
said,
fake it
what
to you.
about Big G, son? You left
Oh
out
yeah,
Fat
yeah,
G
yeah. Okay,
one
Greg was
time.
there. Greg was there. We got Lincoln. We can't forget niggas in Lincoln and
That's why
shit,
I
you know what I'm
tell you,
saying?
man, when you start, you're gonna forget, you're
That's
gonna
why I
forget some
said
niggas. Niggas gonna be like,
it's a
hold
lot of
on,
fit.
man.
It's a
Watching
yo,
that
I'm
$6
talking about
when they get off that motherfucker.
yo, but not everybody was us. Everybody was going gym with us, man. Niggas ran with us. A lot of niggas ran with the team. We took
Fact,
money.
fact.
Like a lot of, but it's like when we talking about, like I said, you know, what I'm saying we can't. Like I don't want to leave out none of my friends. All of them niggas is my mans. The whole fucking hood. Like I said, like I love everybody. Everybody love me, even though you know, like you know, shit. Whatever we went through, that shit don't give me nothing to where we going. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see the Wu Tang series, and when I seen Raekwon and shooting at Ghost and Ghostface shooting at Ray, like this real life shit. Then when I look at the low life story, I'm like, we did that shit too, nigga. We was blowing that niggas go get low. Like this nigga Bill got shot in the ass while this nigga was shooting at this nigga, huh? Somebody said, what about Big G? Yeah, yeah. My son definitely shout out all that all the time. But you know what I'm saying? Yes, Son is a goon. That was our gunman. Big G said, tell my story, nigga. Like, let that shit go down and it's time to give it up. We call it G. G gonna go get it. Fuck that,
Word
nigga.
up.
Let's ride, nigga. When Frankie Boy and them niggas came and got me, went and got the calico with the shit that happened to the ball, and we had to ride on them niggas. I had the blue blazer, man. Niggas was like, Dollar, we need you, nigga. Word? For what? Don't worry about it. We tell you when you get here. Niggas jumped in this shit. I don't want to be naming no names and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I had to take Frankie Boo and them niggas, him and Super. Niggas jumped in the whip. We went to go do a drill, nigga. We did a slow spin on some niggas from past FA. Some that shit. You know, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to spin, niggas spun, man. When it was time to ride, niggas rode, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, nigga.
Blame Pop. You know,
That's a fact, nigga. We used to issue out the warrants on niggas too. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
yo,
It was
you
real
know,
back then, nigga.
nigga, look, blame nigga issued a warrant out for me, but look, blame Pop. It's his fault. Every nigga that I had to fight, I fought. He'd teach. I was taught. He did this shit like the shit was a sport. Now blame Pop, cause he a Pop. I was right there when the nigga got shot. He shot. Oh man, the shit don't stop. I was taught how to cook coke, how to cut dope, hard times, how to stay afloat, how to grind with your back on the rope. He taught me to boost when I needed a coat. The weed he was smoking made me want to smoke. This is my life where the shit is no joke. Let's get back to something else. I don't want to start rapping, but yeah, yeah.
Word
We
up,
could
man. Head out, nigga.
Hey, we could close it out
Yeah,
now and shit and get ready for part two, man. I think they got
no
enough. I think
doubt.
we gave the people enough what they want to
No, we
hear.
did, son. You know what I'm
What they
saying?
want to
Big
hear, man.
Dollar,
What they want to hear, man. What they want to hear, man.
big.
Salute all the generals. Salute all the top five, the
You
top 10.
already, bro.
Everybody that was there, everybody that was a part of it, that made it happen. That that was in the struggle. You know, the G George, Hector, Big Boo, Frankie
That's
Boo,
right.
B Bill, Ralph. Can't forget. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to all my loadies, man.
Dan, Pioneer Dan. We got
Yeah.
Shannon. We got so many niggas, man. Got
So
shout out
many,
all my
man.
guys.
Rest in peace to Ninja.
Quincy,
Rest in peace to all my
all the
niggas.
rest of
Stomp,
all my fallen
Alvin,
soldiers. I
you
gotta
know
go
what
to
I mean?
Quincy.
Mr.
Everybody from
Raven,
FA, from KA, Mr.
Brownsville.
Raisin, Boostin' Billy. We
Yeah,
got we got so many fallen soldiers, you know. So we gotta have a fallen soldier day. Niggas want to put all these days together, cook out together. Let's pay homage to our dead. You know what I'm saying? Let's put the fallen soldier day together, man. And we
that's
would
what
just
the low
salute and pay
vest is,
homage.
man. Low vest every year, March, man. We pay
Yeah,
homage
yeah,
on
yeah,
St.
yeah,
John's and Utica every year. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if you don't know, you know now, nigga.
Oh
March.
yeah. Cat
Watch out
Michelle,
for the
we got
low
we
vest.
got
It's just
we
a
got we
title,
got
nigga, but we pay homage, you heard?
hey, yo,
We
now
pay
now we
homage, you heard?
yo look, now we gotta pay homage. You know, we got so many chapters. You know, we got the new chapter, the lady Ralph Lauren, you know what I'm saying, Hattie Lowe and everybody, you know, Fit
Shout
Low,
out to the
everybody. Scott,
LRL. You
yeah,
heard?
the lady, you know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to the team, man. It's a
But
blessing,
I
man.
want I want to
It's
shout
a
out to
beautiful thing, beautiful thing.
the foundation. You know, it was back then it was only two chapters. It was the low lives and the low wives. And the Low Wives was put together with Cat Michelle, Little Lisa, and Mr. Raisin Girl Venice. I want to definitely shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget Shauna. Come on, man. She gave Boostin' Billy his name from the song Begging Billy. That's when he became Boostin' Billy. All he wanted to do was boost. You know what I'm saying? I got so
Uh-huh.
many people. My son Duke and them from RV. Like I got so many people, man. You know what I'm saying? Shy and them niggas. I mean, I can go on for days just naming motherfuckers that took money with the team and shit, you know what I'm saying? But the original pound puppies, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't stray into this shit, you know. We really was there from the start, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to salute everybody and shit. Lincoln,
That's right. It's a blessing
Park
still to
Place,
see you, my brother.
yeah, yeah. My son
So,
D-Dot, everybody,
yeah.
Fred, everybody living down the hill. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that tried to rob niggas and shit.
Yeah,
Ronnie,
Ronnie and them
Barry, and
niggas,
them,
Ralph
10
Avenue.
Boy, 430, Ralph
Yeah, all
Evans,
them niggas.
niggas.
Man,
They
boy,
made niggas.
all them niggas,
Yeah, yeah,
son. Shout
yeah.
out to
You know,
Beaver, man.
Beaver and them niggas and shit. My
Yeah,
son sold all my sons and them from the Bronx and shit, from Harlem, from Midtown, ME, OG 26, you know what I'm saying? My Philly niggas, like, it's just so many motherfuckers out of town, across town, Cali and shit, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, so
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just been a real big inspiration to a lot of people everywhere I went, you know what I'm saying? I try to just uplift the people, like, you know what I'm saying, teach the tricks of the trade, help a nigga get paid, you know what I'm saying? And niggas will take that and run with it, you know, till they done with it, you know what I'm saying? But let's try to end it on that, you know what I'm saying? Give them something to look forward to on part two, man. Any questions y'all got, y'all want to know, you know what I'm saying? Yada, 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 this, that, and the third holler, man. Dollar, man.
yeah, dollar bill,
Remember,
man. We
excellence at its
appreciate you
finest,
pulling up,
baby.
you heard?
Excellence at its finest. ETH. You know what I'm saying?
Dollar
Come on,
bill
man.
Dave, you heard?
Come on, man. If Ralph don't make this his anniversary symbol and put this shit in on one of his, you know, on the lineup where niggas can go in Macy's and Bloomingdale's and Saks and buy the actual low life, you know, the annual, the living legend, the foundation. If he can't make this one of the symbols and shit, we might just have to have a problem with you, Ralph. Because I do deserve everybody that's ever worked for advertisement or promotions. All them people got a healthy check, man. You know what I'm saying? And we've been advertising and promoting for 30 something years, bro. You ain't gave us a dime yet, man. And if you did, I ain't see none of it. You know what I'm saying? I think would it be nice if he can give a kickback, you know what I'm saying, to the foundation and the proceeds from the product, give that back to the lowlights, man. So they ain't got to be in the stores stealing and all of that shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the same way the POLO, I'm ready to put everybody in EAIF. You know what I'm saying? Excellence
Yeah,
at its finest. We know players only live once, but we really feel like we are excellence at its finest, man.
fact,
I
fact.
would hate to get in competition with you, Ralph, you know, but I'm the people's choice, baby, and the people's voice.
Dollar Bill Dave, bro.
Talk to me,
Yeah,
baby. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me,
Dollar Bill
baby.
Dave on the scene, you
Yeah,
heard?
let me shout out. I hope I ain't miss nobody, man. From Ernest back in the day, man. Motherfucking Root On and Mad Terror with me last night, about to cause havoc, wreak all kind of pain at the Sony Art Center. They won't let niggas in. Your man about to shout out Root On. My son Polo was there. AV, brother and shit. You know, we had a mean time. Shout out Pedro and shit. I'm ready to get on some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like the way Sticky did that shit, man. That was fucked up, man.
But yeah,
Left niggas in
we're gonna get to that in part two, my nigga. Appreciate you pulling up, my nigga. You already know how we do, son. Hoping to see you soon, my nigga. You heard?
my
12,
son
12.
Nine Fingers, Big Born, Vega, E, everybody, 2 L's, man. Love y'all, man. Salute.
Salute.
Salute.